waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life
And welcome back to another week of C3. I am joined here by Mr. Kilometers, head of League Ops, and
Howdy.
Mr. Coolio, the GOAT of UNCC. How
Amen.
y'all doing?
It's a fantastic day, let me tell you, Dayton.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah,
Especially
man.
from
There's a
Big
lot
Man
of good
Goat.
games. There's a lot of good games tonight. USC
lot of good
versus
games
UNCC. Amen. Been waiting for this one. Been waiting
Listen, how long you been waiting?
around 3 weeks.
Well, technically 4, because they played today, not last week.
Well, they push it back. That's fine. I'm ready for it.
That is true. But to get it started, we're gonna reflect on week 3. How do y'all think that went for most teams?
I think week 3 was pretty much taking care of business for most of these teams. I mean, you see a lot of 3-0s on the scoreboard. I mean, East Carolina over Elon, Clemson over Pembroke. UNCW did drop a game to Duke. We're not gonna stray on that too much. We know Duke is a strong team, and Wake Tech over what is it,
Well,
NCSU Red.
Well, I
these
mean,
3-0s.
we could say Duke is a strong team, but we also know UNC Wilmington is a weak team.
Mm,
We got to factor that in.
why are we calling out already? Brother, the stream
be-
just started.
Got to get it started early. Got to get it started early.
No one's even here to defend them.
Nah, Drip Train's going to be lurking in like 15 minutes, so we got to lock in right now and get it out the way. That way I ain't got to get scolded by him.
Of course. Yeah. UNCW. I mean, they gave Duke their first win. I feel like that was a little surprising. I thought Duke's first win might have came against NC State tonight, not against Wilmington, especially with how Slug and Drip Team were playing.
Be hurting. They got to be hurting.
Every team is bound to have, a weak performance in a single game during a series here and there. Man, it's nothing too much to write off about.
Whoa.
I will say, ECU didn't drop a game to them. So I think it's safe to say ECU is going to beat UNCW when it comes down to it.
Talking about the Pirates here. I got Pirates going all the way.
Of course. 3-0.
Dude, make my parlays, bro. You're basically me. You're basically me.
Did y'all see Lander beat BYE?
That was a huge match, actually. 3-0, I forgot to talk about. I mean, BYE is not doing well this season so far. For those confused, we're talking about the bye week. Good bye week from Lander there.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll take care of business.
There's a chance BYE makes land. Don't worry. They could be there.
If teams drop out, they're there.
NC State.
Yo.
But yeah, I feel like for week 3 it was like y'all were saying, it was a bunch of 3-0s and then a 3-1. But for the one game that didn't get played during week 3, but is still considered a week 3 match, UNCC and USC. How do y'all feel that's going?
I mean, I haven't really seen USC show any breaks. Like, they're just such a consistent team. I believe there were talks about Og not being able to play. If Og's in there, I definitely see USC taking this one. I don't know if it's a 3-0 or 3-2, but I'm gonna say 3-0 Gamecocks if Og's there. If not, we're going Charlotte.
Coolio.
I would like to add, just because they have Og does not make it a difference maker. I don't think Og is, I mean, he's mechanically good, but does he have the mental to win against the UNT Charlotte Titans? The ones who have the will to kill. These guys are insane. Look at Bala, bro. I saw him at a flipper set the other day, and I was like, I could do that, but then I realized I couldn't. That's how I knew he was good. Now, I mean, you have Cats, you have Turnip, and you have Og. Is SJT in or out?
I would assume he's in.
I think SJT's the third.
Yeah.
He's the third. Okay.
Over Turnip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, okay. Cats is the sub. They put him as a player or the captain, but even though he's not playing. So yeah, I'm thinking of UNC Charlotte 3-1.
3-1. Have you guys Charlotte ever taken down the Gamecocks other than Land?
All right, next topic.
All right, so we'll go to the next one for power
Maybe in
rankings.
scrims. Maybe in scrims.
Well, scrims don't count. I mean,
Man. Then
well,
again,
what?
Lazy goes for flip resets, and Bala probably tries to go for a double flip reset, and Nick's just like, can we lock in? So, I mean, like, I really can't really make an argument for scrims actually mattering.
Okay. Glad you agree. So let's go to power rankings here. Who do y'all think has moved up and who you think moved down? I know we were talking a little bit earlier before stream started that UNCW may have gone down a little bit.
UCW definitely catches a little bit of that just because of that game drop. But like I was saying, every team's gonna drop a game. Everyone has a bad game throughout a series. I'm not gonna, reflect that too much upon them. I mean, maybe like a little bit down, but not too much. I think if was moving up, it's gonna be the Pirates. I mean, just a clean sweep over Elon. Elon's got, a relatively strong roster, but just a clean 3-0 to take it home.
I would not be surprised if Elon takes the game off of y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody has a bad game. Remember that. Everybody has
mean?
a bad game.
ECU already beat Elon.
It already happened.
They played last week. It was a 3-0.
Wait, I thought we were talking about week 4.
No, from last week.
Bro, I thought.
Bro's cooked.
You know what? How about this? You guys would still lose to Elon.
They just proved last week that they wouldn't.
Win.
What do you mean?
You're still gonna lose. You're still gonna lose. I'm talking.
I don't
so-
think. I think
so-
9 times out of 10, ECU's beating Elon.
Well, 99 out of 100. Just to,
Well, I gotta be
fair.
against y'all.
Yeah.
I have to be like spiritually against y'all. I have to.
You don't have to. You can support the boys. The boys in
Dude,
purple and gold.
I barely support my own team. Like
Oh,
I,
well.
I always run against them. You
Let's
ask
say,
me-
I remember that what was it, the first look match that happened at LAN last year? I remember Coolio not supporting his team very much. I was on his team. I was on his
Well, I
team.
mean-
I watched it back, and Coolio was grilling us the entire time. That's just something to say about how he feels about his teams.
Hey, that was pretty gold though. It was pretty funny hearing him yell at you guys on stage all the way from the casting.
Yo, what was that name, Ethan?
I was doing good, man. I was doing good.
I think y'all had a handicap with putting all ECU players together for the show match, and then
Definitely the meme squad on the
Ryan, Chief, and Ethan all on one team was not the best play. Because then what they had Massow,
pretty sure Coolio picked it.
Blurry.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
who was the third on the other team?
we picked our rosters. I think it was me and
Blurry.
Blurry. Yeah, we picked our rosters and then we casted it. But I was told that Ethan was a targeted player and he should be on our roster.
Oh, I was last pick.
Well, I mean,
This boy-
I was told. Bunch of lies.
All right, let's get back on topic to the power rankings. Who are your guys' top 5 as of right now? We can skip top 2. We already know who. Top 3, I guess. Let's go like 4 to 8. What are your top 4 to 8?
I mean, I really don't think mine's going to change just because UNCW lost to Duke one game. Everything else was like predicted. It was all
Okay.
sweeps. All sweeps across the board,
Mm.
other than UNCW. So, I mean, yeah, no change.
I mean,
What
that's
is
fair.
it? It's a USC, Charlotte, Lander. The other ones. So is it ECU and Clemson are the other two? And Wake Tech or Wake Tech / UNCW? I'm not gonna put UNCW on there, respectfully. We'll go USC, Charlotte, Lander, ECU, Wake Tech. Come on. That's a beautiful list right there.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Hmm.
I could agree. Somebody's asking in chat if Lander is playing today. They aren't streamed anymore because they didn't have power, and then Nate changed the schedule, and then come to find out Lander had power again. So Lander is no longer streamed.
Lander's been going through with this hurricane.
Yeah, they were all over the place with the hurricane.
Hey, don't forget to watch the Niners, though.
Watching all of them, baby. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna watch. Yeah, what do you mean?
Watching all of them.
You might not,
I
because
think Coolio said he
I'm
wanted to be
watching
a
the
caster
Niners,
for the
baby. I'm
Charlotte
watching
game.
the Niners,
Coolio's casting the Niners.
dude.
Is that
do not-
confirmed?
I would love to, but I have to get it confirmed by Nathan.
If Nate Dogg is in chat, can we get a Coolio caster? It would be
you-
great.
If you don't respond, it doesn't count.
Oh, bang. We just
Dude.
got confirmation.
He's
Wait,
in.
who's the co-captain? Lock
Maybe
in.
we can get a Coolio Ethan cast.
Nope, not doing that tonight. Doing that. I'm gonna stop you right there. Ain't happening tonight.
I blew off a project for this, so I'm committed now. I'm locked in.
That is true.
Lock it in.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
now that we got over the power rankings, what are y'all's top players for last week?
All right, my top player in my professional coaching opinion, only because I watched these games and I thought this player played really well. We're gonna go basically, aka Ben from East Carolina University. Got to go with my dog here. This man is able to move the ball from defense to offense so well, and he's just able to put it right mid for one of his boys to slam it home. I mean, there's a reason why he's leading an assist in this series. He's just so good at what he does. Love the guy.
I don't think Coolio is very happy with your answer.
Man,
What's yours, Coolio? What's yours? Who are you gonna pick?
I mean, honestly, despite me not seeing, you know what? Here, give me 1 second. Let me find the games. Let me find the game scores. Let me
My
see
brother.
how close it actually was.
Well, while he does that, I'm gonna say my player of the week was Driptane.
Dude,
What?
you stole mine.
Womp womp. Well, I'm gonna say Driptane because he was going insane in their game. Who did they play again? It was nobody impressive. Duke. That's right. Yeah. I mean, Driptane was all over the place that series.
Nobody impressive.
Brother, you didn't even look at the games.
I was looking at the score
need to.
line. And yes, honestly, I want to say Driptane, but looking at these stats, my boys, I would like to add UNC Wilmington cannot shoot the ball. They had okay, two players, Reticle and Driptane had 28 shots, and on top of that, they had another 15 coming out from Sluggish. You know how many that is? That's 42. 43. 43.
Mhm.
43 shots in a series in 4 games. That's a little disgusting, but Driptane, I really think you kind of came out a little bit more. But Sluggish is right there behind you, being this is probably the closest series we had this week. It was the closest series we had this week. But still, 7 out of 19, 7 saves, 2 assists. Then Reticle had 10 demos. Jesus. You know what? Come back to me on this. This is actually intense.
Oh, so you don't know who your top player is?
This is close, man. This is close. Sluggish had a really crappy shooting percentage, but he still had 7 assists. And being they only scored 17 goals, that is 10 out of 17, or 7 out of 17. That's pretty good.
So who are we changing it to?
I'm thinking Reticle.
That boy Red.
I'm thinking Reticle.
Say he was.
He had 6 goals, 9 shots, 10 demos, and 5 saves. Best shooting percentage on the roster, and he went for 10 demos compared to the 5 with Driptane and Sluggish. You know what? I'm changing it. You could take Driptane. I will take Reticle.
Okay. Now, do y'all want to do a top 3 like we did last week, or just leave it at your number 1 player?
I'm good to just leave it at that. That's all I got.
I mean, there's like a lot of blowouts, so
I mean, that is true. Well, I'm gonna just say one more. That was that boy Jack.
That boy Glare.
That boy Glare from ECU. I know Ben's gonna be in chat a little upset about that one because he said that I should have chose him, but
I got you, Ben. I got you, Ben.
he's a little salty. Why would I be upset, you bum? That's insane. Coming from 5'0".
wow. know what? I
Bro
need a
is-
red card. I need a red card.
Bro is the shortest
dumb.
person in our entire team talking to me. That's insane. Now we're getting the fat joke started.
Yo, I feel that, bro. I feel
Let's
that.
go. Let's go. Oh, you
Yeah,
should
and-
see it in the Discord. It's terrible.
Dude, you should see it with UNC Charlotte.
You
UNC
be
Charlotte,
getting
bro.
hit with them?
Everybody targeted me, bro. Everybody. I am literally like a ship in the Mediterranean, and I get targeted more than anything. I'm just absolutely destroyed every 5 seconds. Oh, Coolio, you're fat. Coolio, you're fat. Yeah, I get it, bro. Can you like change it?
Me and Coolio are gonna have a competition for who gets the most fat jokes all season long until
Dude,
land.
$5. It's me.
I'm Indiana Jones. Dayton is the Boulder. That's insane.
All right, so the best matchups for week 4.
All right, week 4 matchups. Week 4 matchups.
4 matchups. I am so excited to see the Gamecocks matchup against the Pirates. I mean, I've been waiting for this matchup to happen again. I don't know who's going to take it. I really hope the Pirates do, but the Gamecocks, strong roster, may or may not have Og. I don't know which one we were talking about for that match, but if they got all going, I mean, it's hard to bet against the Gamecocks, even though I love my Pirates.
First down, Pirates ARG.
I'm pretty sure all of the matchups are actually like pretty well balanced in this week. I'm really looking forward to it.
Elon
I mean,
versus UNCW.
I would say UNCW should beat Elon.
Yeah, maybe not that one.
Wake Tech should beat Pembroke.
Duke versus State's gonna be good.
Yeah, that was the main one I was looking at.
Yeah, USC is gonna demolish CCU. I hate to say it, bro.
No, they're not. But okay.
If you guys take one game, bro, I'll be surprised.
Y'all are gonna lose to Lander.
If we lose to Lander, but beat USC tonight, I will be so surprised.
Well, they play both of them tonight, so
Wait, it's both.
one on stream, one off stream.
Oh my god, dude, the schedule got screwed up, bro. Y'all guys are messing with me.
What? Yeah, they
You're
play.
not
they
even
play.
playing.
They play Lander at 8, and then they play on stream at 10 against USC.
Okay.
So they're gonna get a beating, and then
Well,
have to bounce back against USC. You think that's gonna?
Well,
think that's gonna go over well?
I feel like they're warming up right now. I feel
Mhm.
like Nick or Knight is sitting there and ranked right now. I feel like Ballas hitting double flip resets and free play. I think Lazy sitting there. Solo Q and 2 is probably losing, but that's fine.
I feel like you hate Lazy in a sense. Like you always diss him every week.
Well, maybe not to that degree, but a little bit of a dislike.
Okay.
Dude goes for double flip resets when I play ranked with him, bro. He throws tournaments. He goes to the finals and throws tournaments.
Knight's
Oh,
mom
no.
said be nice. Oh, she's getting on you already. She's in chat.
I didn't say nothing against Knight. But man, Lacey's like he's not a bad player, but every time I play with him, bro, it's always like we're trolling.
Well, we
It's
know he's bad.
jealousy, big man. You know what? It is jealousy. I'm so ashamed I can't hit a double flip reset in a ranked match. It makes me feel so sad. Every day of the week, I have nightmares about it. But yeah, that's probably I guess that's probably one of the better matchups. UNCC versus Lander is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. Might be a sweep, might not be one. USC versus East Carolina. I think y'all could take one, not two.
I think they can win it.
I think a 3.
Maybe
That's what
if,
I want to
like-
see.
I think ECU can just win it. Especially if what we were told earlier, if Aug isn't playing, then it gives them an even better chance at winning.
Well, Ox said he wasn't going to land, so I mean, maybe like there's a little bit of discourse, maybe a little bit of distrust.
Oh,
there.
that is true. When ECU had to play USC and SEL or CCS, whatever it was, they had to have a sub in because Chief was at work, and they took USC to Game 5.
This is going to be a tricky one.
So that could be. I forgot about that.
If y'all win, if ECU wins, biggest upset of the season. 1,000%.
Biggest upset? What?
1,000% biggest upset.
Until Elon 3-0s UNCW.
I was
then
gonna
it's
say, what
then
if,
it's
like,
gonna be the second one.
What if like Duke ended up playing UNCC and won? That wouldn't be the biggest upset ever.
That's just something that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest.
It's a hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Well, that's the kind of stuff I bet on, so it's probably
So
not
you're-
going to hit. It's probably not going to hit.
But if it did, Coolio would be a millionaire.
That is true.
On God,
Coolio would not be doing this right now. He would be
in
somewhere.
Guadalajara on a yacht.
What's the over under looking like? Is what Ben asked.
The over under in games. But
I guess he didn't specify.
for ECU, probably under 4 games. No, exactly 4 games. You really can't do over and under.
3.5.
Under 4.5. But Duke and NC State, that's going to be a really defining game, to be honest.
I think
That's-
all 3 games that are being streamed today are like the best matchups for this week.
They're going to be some good ones.
There'll be a lot of I lost my train of thought. Well, so who do y'all think's gonna win the NC State Duke game? Because we went over the other 2 games. So
NC State and Duke. Probably NC State.
I haven't seen much of either of them, honestly. I'm just gonna throw out Duke. I think Duke is
Duke took a game
he's
off
always
of
been one.
Bloomington.
Yeah,
you haven't been missing much. So
it's disrespectful.
I mean, State.
why? The
I'm
truth
pretty sure
hurts.
State has
Disrespectful.
State has like an SSL, and I guess they have like a lower ranked player, something like that. I know they have an SSL, so I'm just gonna say State 3-2.
Okay.
I'll go Duke 3-0.
I'm just gonna say I think Duke's gonna pull it out.
Everybody against State. A lot of hate. NC State is all like GC1s. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I swear to God, they had like an SSL like 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah, if Duke's player, I forget what his name is. He's like the best player they have. If he comes out playing like he did last week, they could win. I think it's Sastrio. I think that's who their best player is.
Sastrio, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Looking
if he
at
came
my-
out playing this week like he did against UNCW, they'll stand a chance. I think they have a good chance of beating NC State.
What?
Especially 'cause-
It'll be a close one.
for sure.
You know what? I feel like there's either State or Duke wins, but it's not going to be a 3-0. There's no sweeping happening.
State or Duke wins. That's a great shout, Coolio. I'd never thought of that.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance.
No,
of
I
that.
mean like they win one game. I'm not saying they win the series. They win one game.
Oh, so you're saying
Somebody's
whoever
taking it.
wins will only lose one. Will drop one game in the NCAA
Yeah,
series.
yeah. At least
Okay.
one. At least one.
Okay. I can see that, but I'm gonna take Duke 3-2. I think that's how far it's gonna go.
That'd be a
But-
close one.
And either you said Duke 3-0.
Duke 3-0. Easy.
That's-
Well, he still has faith in East Carolina to beat USC. So
I call it how I see
They-
it, Coolio.
They took him to Game 5 with a sub. What you were like hating so hard right now.
dude, I can't.
Bro hates Pirates.
Apparently.
Well, y'all, as I said, Greenville's going to be in the ocean in like 2 years, bro. Give it a chance. I already said
okay.
that. I said
That's
that.
not what I'm arguing right here. All right, I won't argue against that one.
ECU is walking into
Right now, we got PCs and we're playing some Rocket League.
Hey,
ECU's
technically,
walking
y'all are
into
the
Charlotte.
y'all
this
are
year.
the Pirates. Y'all probably already have ships with PCs on them.
Yeah,
One
we're
doubt
good.
it.
We got
One doubt
it.
it. But yeah, USC is definitely going to sweep. Anyway,
That's
Next.
insane. Well, ECU is going to walk into Charlotte football this weekend. It's not
That's
going to be
fair.
pretty for Charlotte. So, if we lose, if we lose to USC, that's what I'm looking forward to most. Is watching ECU just beat Charlotte in football.
I ain't going to argue there. We suck.
All right, for the next one, who do y'all think week 4 is most important for?
Duke.
feel like Duke's already out of land, so I can't even agree with that.
Bro,
How
it's
are they out of
week-
land?
Bro, it's week 4.
Yeah, they're already 0
Ah, it's
3.
only 7
It's
weeks,
practically
I mean.
impossible to make land.
Well, I mean, if they run it out,
I mean, yeah, but
This
you're
would be
also
step 1
banking
for him.
you're banking on USC to lose, Charlotte to lose, Clemson, Lander, and ECU.
well, start praying now, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
And ECU and South Carolina play each other tonight. UNC or Charlotte and South Carolina play tonight. Like all the big teams we just named that need to lose.
Okay. How about this? UNC, Charlotte, and Lander. Even though they're going to be USC, they're going to be 4-0 by the end of the night, but still, it's going to be a toss-up. Because technically, East Carolina's already at 2-1. So if they win tonight and we lose, we go 3-1, they go 3-1. It's going to be, that 3 and 4 and 5 spot are going to be up for grabs.
So you're saying the game or like week 4 is most important for Charlotte?
Yes. If we
How
are
many-
not on tonight, bro, then we go 2-2 and we just might not make land.
How many land spots are there?
4.
I want to.
4?
4? What?
I thought it was
No
4.
way. I thought it was 8.
Yeah, I also thought it was 8.
Oh well.
I
Was
was gonna
it?
say 4. It's gonna be 1 day of land and then we leave.
I thought we did 2. Like, don't we have like another league that we don't talk about?
Open.
Yeah,
free
the
league?
open. Yeah.
No teams out of open are going to land.
Oh
Yeah.
well.
It's only premier teams.
Oh well, we make land.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way Charlotte doesn't make land. That would be ridiculous.
Well, then yes, yeah, the Duke game is important.
I
Because-
just because they're 0-3.
Yeah, they're 0-3.
NC
Elon's
State's
0-3.
0-3. Elon's
Pembroke's-
0-3.
Pembroke is 1-1. UNC Wilmington's 1-2.
Oh
So-
wait, I didn't even see that until just now. So you are right. That could be if it's the top 8. Elon, Duke, and NC State still have a chance.
Nah, the
did-
woods yet.
That is true.
And if it ends up coming to like game differential, that game off of UNC Wilmington last week could be a difference maker.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, like, you need like 3 or 4 wins to guarantee your land spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking. Teams like UNCW, I mean, it's pretty important for them. They're already at 2 losses, which ECU could be there too after this week. Who knows?
We're just
Hey,
gonna have to
we-
wait. Next week, C3 is gonna be entirely like the set in stone rosters who make it and who don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to decide better toss ups like that, like what
Yeah.
games are actually really important.
Mm-hmm. So who are you saying is most important for week 4, Ethan?
I'll go
What'd you already say?
UNCW. I mean, you got to take Elon out. It's a absolute must win for him, and I mean, be good to go on a 3-0. Can't go out in a 3-0. I mean, I think they put a pretty close fight up in one of the games against ECU this past week. So I mean, I could see him taking a game, maybe 2. If it happens to be 3, then it's like, oh, UNCW is 1-3.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably most important for. I'm gonna say NC State because they are probably the worst team in the league next to Elon.
Dang,
Oh.
man. Dang.
Bro's not playing around. He's
I
just
want to see.
straight up.
I mean, in
Hey,
all
bro.
fairness, Duke and State are both 1-9.
Yeah, I know. Which I don't see how Elon is above either of those teams with 0 game wins.
Yeah, that's a bug. That has to be a bug.
Standings is just glitched. That just doesn't make sense.
I feel like they just don't care at that point because those 3 don't make land.
Yeah.
That's
well,
probably
like you said, they could make a miracle run.
if
It's like they're
anybody
gonna end up playing against each other, and Pembroke is also down there. It's like, who knows who's gonna snag the 8 spot?
if anybody is going to snag an A spot or an 8 spot, not an A spot, it's going to be Duke. 1000%. If I'm
Yeah,
Pen-
I got
if I'm
faith in Pembroke.
Pembroke,
That they did
who'd
they did do it last year too.
who'd they pick up? Justin?
Yeah.
He's got the whole NRG roster over at Pembroke right now. When it's Squishy Garrett and Justin.
Imagine UNC Wilmington doesn't make land.
Yeah, we
That
talked
would
about that a couple weeks
That
ago.
would be tough.
That'd be
Tough.
that.
I mean,
bad.
they don't take out Elon, it's gonna be looking like that.
I think UNCW has got it in the bag. I'm not worried. I have faith in the boys.
I'm not really worried either, but I mean, it's got to be a 3-0 from them.
Oh, definitely does. I don't know how you lose a game to Duke last week. That should have also been another 3-0. But I think if you can bounce back this week, get a 3 over Elon, you'll be okay.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
who do they play next week? Oh, they play USC. Yeah. This week is very important for UNCW as well. Because if it does come down to game differential, any win's necessary, or like any win is very needed.
So it's mainly like I feel like our top. I feel like our top 6 are kind of locked up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Pembroke and Wilmington, y'all are on the chopping block, and I'm talking like Gordon Ramsay chopping block. So, I mean, you guys can come out clutch, do your thing, or you can be the 3 that don't make land, and then I will make jokes about that at land.
That is insane. You're gonna just walk up to Nate first day you get there. So what happened?
What happened to Wilmington last year?
And then Nate's gonna kick all of UNCC out and invite one of the other teams.
No way they would drive that far.
Yeah, so I think that was a good cover of most important. What are y'all thinking? Anything else for that topic? Or did you already say your piece? Make your piece.
I made my piece.
Okay, well, let's go into the UNCC gauntlet. I want Coolio's take on this.
Lander. 3-0.
Mm.
USC. 3-0.
Mm.
I'm speaking the truth, my friends. I'm speaking the truth.
That is a very hot take.
I'm not saying it's out of the question.
I 100%
Not out of the
know.
question.
I 100% know it's going to happen. The way I've been in the Discord calls when they're playing, and they scrimmed really good teams. I ain't gonna say who, but teams that I do not think USC or Lander could beat. I think it's a 6-0 night for the Niners.
I forgot y'all scrimmed against us, so I'm saying that I understand. But I think Lander's definitely going to be a tough matchup. Not quite as tough as the USC matchup, but I think Lander could definitely. I could see them giving y'all some trouble. I hope they don't. I hope that game isn't a 3-0 for Charlotte, but I could definitely see it going 3-1, 3-2. I'll go 3-2 for Charlotte in that one. USC, I mean that's a tough battle right there. That's a tough battle. I can see it going 3-0 either way. I can see it going game 5. I'll probably go call 3-1 for USC right here.
Yeah. I'm thinking that Lander game is gonna be I honestly want to say 3-1 for both series.
Well, I'm casting it so you can enjoy my lovely voice as I cast the 3-0 sweep from
As he grills the Charlotte's roster.
I will not be biased, but I will say if anybody is going to win, it's going to be the Niners. 1,000%. No question about it. Especially against Lander. They're good, but they're not great like our roster. Don't clip this. Don't clip this. Do not tell Lazy I said that. You know what? I retract that statement. Lazy, you do not win tournaments and you do not win games, so you will lose this. But big man, I know you're in here. Probably more than likely. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweep. No cap, no kids.
I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna play back-to-back games and get back-to-back sweeps. That's just so unrealistic.
Yo, that's what we did at LAN, baby.
I
What?
mean,
Well, we did a reverse sweep on the
no,
second,
you did a reverse sweep and then you swept.
which is extremely harder.
Oh, of course it is, but I don't see it happening. I want to say it's a 3-1 for both series because USC. I mean, we saw that matchup twice at LAN last year,
Mm-hmm.
and then Lander got a new third, and I haven't really seen Lander play, but I've been hearing things that they're good and one of the top teams. So I want to say 3-1 for both.
Who's winning?
UNCC.
Both
Amen,
series?
brother. Amen.
I'm gonna say both series they're gonna win, but it's gonna be like 3-1.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about it, Ethan? You ain't said nothing.
Bro, I spoke my piece about this.
Oh, you said they were taking a game off. You said 3-1, right?
I
said
said
3-1.
3-1 Charlotte over Lander, and then 3-1 USC, or USC over Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a chance to retry.
I'm not retrying that. That's
Retry is
my
crazy.
Retry, bro. When this sweep happens, bro, if you had like $1 million on the table right now, would you bet on a sweep or a 3-1?
I'd bet on I might bet on a sweep for the Gamecocks. I was giving you a game just because you're here and I wanted to make you feel better. But I mean, if I got $1 million, I'm putting 3-0 on USC all day.
I did not know we were talking like this. This is mahogany, man. My God.
Maybe if you change your outcome for the ECU game, he might change his.
Well, I
Maybe.
mean, if
Maybe.
you want my honest opinion, if I bet on ECU to lose, y'all are probably gonna win. That's just how my betting skills
That's
are.
just how it goes. I mean, same.
Like complete opposite, bro.
I will say, Coolio, not everything in life is about betting.
Well, I mean, you
All
can
about
bet-
perspective.
You're gonna
It's-
try and find a way to get Nate to make like a betting or like a gambling way in
Dude.
C3.
I'll be shooting dice in the parking lot, bro.
Playing craps at the tailgate.
Let's go. That is so dumb. Before we get to the stream preview, was there anything else y'all had like on your mind, wanted to talk about?
I'm all
How-
good.
We kind of
badly UNC Charlotte's going to win tonight. I mean, I really don't think it's going to be close. I'm guessing a probably like 17-6 goal differential in the first game. Not in the first game, the first series. I take that back.
what in the world?
17-6 goal differential in the first series. And then against USC, it's going to be 17-12. No, 2012. 2012.
Great year.
Great year. Survived that.
I want to know what SJT thinks about that one.
SAT, what are we thinking? Let's
I-
hear it.
I want
Let's
to know.
go.
What,
Ethan
I also
knows
wanna know
ball.
what Big Man's thinking.
Big
if he
man.
has that same confidence. Just Coolio even know who's on Lander. Probably not. Knowing Coolio, probably not.
He definitely has no idea. Not a clue.
I mean, am I blindly supporting my roster?
You just said at the beginning of stream you barely support them, so probably.
Yes, I'm blindly supporting my roster. Top 16 RLCS player.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have a rank X.
Well,
That's why they can't play in this league next year or next season. I don't know which.
all right, you know what, SJT? You know what? 3-0 still, baby. 3-0. I'm not
That's
changing my
insane.
outcome. I am not changing my outcome. I do not think a single player can change a roster. I think it takes a team to move a mountain. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that.
I don't know what video game this guy's playing, but
Rocket League, baby. Rocket League. 8,000
person
hours.
can definitely change a roster. All right.
One person cannot change a roster. If you got 2 Diamond 2s and 1 SSL that's literally rank X, that's not going to happen. I need.
mean, it
We'll find out.
could.
We'll find out.
His
We'll find out.
teammates
We'll
are
find out.
not Diamond 2s.
We'll
Yeah.
find out. We'll find out tonight. We'll find out
What if I
tonight.
said that?
We'll find out tonight. We'll find out in literally like what, an hour,
Couple hours.
Not even about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Heard. All right, let's
So
wrap
that's-
this up. Wrap this up. I'm ready for
Wrap
it.
this up. All right, let's go to the stream preview. We will be having 3 games tonight, which is actually really amazing. I like the 3-game triple headers for stream.
God.
I mean, it makes my life harder because I have to clip more, but I do like being able to have 3 games on stream. It makes it more interesting. So our first game will be, I am forgetting, blanking. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, Mark, help me out.
Fire him.
Get
Um,
outta here.
okay, our first game will be Wake Tech and Pembroke at 8. Yeah, and then our following that will be Duke and NC State at 9 o'clock. And after at 10 o'clock, you got Coolio's 49ers against the Gamecocks.
I know Coolio's taking a nap from 9 to 9:59, and he's waking up for that 10 o'clock game. I know it.
I mean, all I'm saying is save the best for the last, you know. You gotta get
will-
you gotta keep
will
people
agree.
in stream. You gotta keep people in stream. And that's the reason RLCS always ends up having like a world championship with the best 2 teams at the finals. Not because it's actually how it's laid out, but because they want you to tune in and watch.
So are you saying RLCS is scripted?
9 times out of 10, yes.
That's insane. Well, be sure to come back at 8
Vegas
o'clock
called.
to catch the first game, and we will see y'all then.
ECURL said, "I'll gift you 10 subs if someone starts twerking."
We're still on air. Let's go.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Fearless.
Simon. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone,
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the C3 stream here. Tonight, we're getting into week 3 action. Super excited to get us kicked off with our first series of the night. My name's Mac Dewey. Joining me tonight for his first cast here on the C3 stream is a very special guest of mine, my main man, Podsalum. How are you doing tonight, my guy?
Man, Mark, I'm doing great. I'm excited to finally get back on the caster booth. Just in general, I haven't had the opportunity to cast just about anything in quite a while, just because of work and
I feel that
adjusting to postgraduate life. I just graduated from Chapel Hill, an alumni like yourself, and it's been good. So trying to get back into the swing of things, and definitely starting off with, well, from what you've been telling me, some banger matches, so I better not be let down, Mark.
Absolutely. Well, let's hop immediately into it with a demo here right out of the gate. I'm telling you, man, this Wake Tech squad is really fun to watch from around our area in Chapel Hill, right? Wake Tech in the Triangle trying to... they've got a really awesome esports program over here, and the team's just been having an awesome start to the season. They had a big win over UNC Wilmington, and really, Blake, they're hoping to build on that momentum here. While Flick Fillet, man, he was the MVP of that series, and he's picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, I mean, a 1-0 start is a great way to start off the match. Less than a minute into it, you love to see it, and hopefully you can keep putting up numbers like that if you want to win this series.
Exactly. So, UNC Pembroke, they're 0-2, or I think 1-1. Have they really only played? There's shout out to everyone in North Carolina affected by the recent hurricane here. Our hearts go out to you, and wishing just everyone the absolute best in what's been a tough time. For a lot of families in North Carolina. We've also seen that affect things a little bit here in the C3 weekly play, and so I believe UNC Pembroke has only played 2 matches, so they've really only had one real series, and so the fans here at C3 really haven't gotten a full look at what this squad can do. So I think a win here against Wake Tech, and there's been a lot of solid defense, I hear. So far, Onset had a really good save earlier on. UNC Pembroke able to get a good clear here. Blake, I'm excited to see what UNC Pembroke can do in this series tonight.
Yeah, part of the good stuff I was just about to say about UNC Pembroke, and almost caster cursed it. I had not finished my thought, so it did not curse anything. I was going to say that their defense had been quite good up to that point, but Flick Fillet coming out once again with the brace for himself, wanting for that hat trick, but I was going to say that sometimes the good thing about not playing a lot of matches is you don't know. Ooh, almost a quick goal off the kickoff there. But teams don't necessarily always know how you're going to play. And Fitz Purple answering back to Flick Fillet's second goal. And Mark, we've got a game.
Let's take a look here at the replay. Onset, you know, in those close shot situations, you can have all the boost in the world, but sometimes you just can't get up to make the save fast enough. UNC Pembroke, a critical goal to get them right back in this game, only down 1. We've got more than half of the game left here, so really exciting stuff here. It's a best-of-5 series for all our matches until the finals, I believe, are best-of-7, but Wake Tech, my word. Let's take a look at this replay here, Blake.
Yeah, it's a nice pass off the wall to center it, and there's just 2 people right there. I mean, the defense of Pembroke is just completely caught off guard, and you know, it's bad enough letting 1 attacker through, but when it's 2, you know, your defense just got cooked.
Wow. And this is what I've been loving from Wake Tech to start off the season. Their team play has been some of the best. Look at the save coming through. Deadsy there. Fitz Purple trying to get UNC Pembroke right back in this game. Going to the air. He's trying to look for more shot opportunities. Not a lot of boost on the defensive end at the moment here. Let's see if UNC Pembroke can capitalize. It's more back wall saves here as Wake Tech continue to hold the wall of defense. They've got a breakaway opportunity here. Onset gets interrupted there by Jinx, a big defensive play, but the demo comes through in response, and it's an open net as Wake Tech finds their fourth.
Deadsy with the shot from downtown. I mean, the offense just keeps
Boom.
attacking and attacking and attacking. And Wake Tech, they do not want to let up. They want to get as much of a lead as they can. And, you know, I don't think anyone's like, you don't get extra points if you blow out your
No way.
opponent. No way. Oh, we both had the same thought. There's no shot that ball goes in, but this one just might. Oh, what a save by Jinx!
I am I'm at the edge of my seat here, worried about UNC Pembroke. Those were two crazy close opportunities.
Ooh.
Fitz Purple with the huge save here. Deadsy looking for the top right corner, can't quite find it, but another ball heading towards the nets. Not where UNC Pembroke wants it, but Wake Tech not letting them clear the ball here, and the nightmare scenario continues. Deadsy, another shot. Fitz Purple barely holding on here.
Yeah, this is this worst case scenario for Pembroke. It's not only can you not get a whole lot of offense going, but you are constantly getting bombarded with shots, so you have to play defense. So if you want to make a counterattack, it has to be quick and it has to be decisive, because you do not have time to build up a methodical, you know, bank off the wall, pass to your teammate play, because you've constantly got this, you know, just menacing offense at your back door, and almost
What an effort.
Nice little play, but doesn't come to fruition. 45 seconds, they gotta go if they want to have a chance, but 3 goals in under a minute is a big ask.
Yeah, that's a little unlikely at this point, and Flick Fillets just got so much boost. He's looking for their net. That was absurd. Somebody clip that. That's got to be up there for the play of the week. Look at him take it in the air from more than across half field. Unbelievable shot here, and Blake, that feels like the dagger at this point in the game.
Yeah, that just adds insult to injury, and Flick Fillet, that was his hat trick, so gotta keep in mind that this is a best of 5 series, so first 2-3, so will we see this same kind of performance? Because UNC Pembroke, if I am them right now, I'm no longer focusing on this game. I'm simply looking to how, all right. Yeah, I am definitely, I was going to continue that thought, definitely looking to the next game. You're no longer worried about this one. 6-1 is pretty brutal defeat. And Wake Tech, can they make it 7?
Oh wow. Off the kickoff.
No.
It's
No.
looking pretty good. Fitz is there, though. I know we're holding our breath with that ball in the air going across the field, but these off-the-wall shots that Wake Tech just seemingly consistently get has just been absolutely absurd. They want to go for it, but the ball's going to hit the ground. That's going to do it for game number 1. Taking a quick look at the stats, and this is what I mean when we're thinking about Wake Tech. It's a team effort there. Everybody above 550 score. Like, are you serious, man? 5 assists on 6 goals. Absolutely awesome here. And Wake Tech, for me, like, is one of these almost like dark horse teams that could potentially make a run. I'm curious how they'll match up with some of the I'll kind of think of them as the giants here in the league. We got USC, UNCC, and Lander as well are sitting there comfortably at the top 3. But this Wake Tech squad is one of them. I think them and Clemson kind of stand at the top of the middle of the pack right now. The teams that I'm thinking about of, like, can they make a run on paper and in the game? They've been looking pretty good.
Yeah, and I was looking at the stats from that, and Fitz Purple, surprisingly, you know, when losing 6-1, had the second highest points in the game. Had 1 goal, but 4 saves, 4 shots. So, I mean, he is pouring his heart out into that game one, and maybe we can see a change of pace from Pembroke in this game number 2. I mean, first game jitters. I mean, you said it yourself, they haven't played a lot of series, haven't had a lot of practice within this circuit themselves. So
Exactly.
maybe, that was just nerves getting to them in game number 1, and hopefully they can flip the script.
There was a lot of close opportunities. I think what kind of stopped their game 1 success is sometimes you just miss on the 50-50s, right?
Sure.
Or balls up in the air and you try and look for it, but it just bounces somewhere, you kind of really weren't expecting. Wake
Yeah.
Tech, though, something, and look at that. I mean, really good opportunity there for UNC Pembroke, a solid hit up in the air. Someone's going to go flying by it. I think it was Jinx. Here's Fitzpurple and AJ on the defense. Let's see, Flick Fillet off the wall. This is where Wake Tech gets their bread made in the oven when they're cooking. It's really fun to watch here. Fitzpurple going to try to bring the ball up. UNC Pembroke looking for some offense.
Yeah, Pembroke are already looking better, because if you keep in mind, up to this point, they had already conceded a goal in the last game. So they are already doing better. I mean, I hate to say it, the bar is pretty low for doing better. And, like, that might sound like I am, making fun of Pembroke, but no, that is genuine improvement. I mean, you lose last game 6-1, and so far you're a minute and a half into this game and you haven't conceded anything, and you've actually had pretty decent looking chances on the enemy goal. So now they're playing as more of a team. They're not constantly on this defense, but very dangerous looking attack here out of Wake Tech. Does get cleared away by Fitzpurple though, and now the counter's on.
He's got the full boost off of the side, trying to set up the team, but Deadsy interrupts the play. Wake Tech tried to respond, but Jinx is solidly clear to stifle that opportunity. And here in game 2, UNC Pembroke some life. AJ trying to bring the ball up. He shoves it in the corner. A beautiful bounce, a big demo though. Jinx looking for the shot. Deadsy, a huge mid-save stop in the middle of the field. He doesn't get the save credit there, but with how that ball was looking, Blake, I think he earned it, at least in my book.
Yeah, everyone knows that the stats of Mac Dewey's heart are the only ones that matter, especially in these best-of-5 series. And Fitzpurple,
come on.
can he make the magic happen? No, does get cleared by Onset, but still the ball is in the wrong half of the field for Pembroke. You gotta worry, but there's no one available for Wake Tech. They are having to turn around, and no momentum. They're just bonking it. They're not shooting it properly, but it's still in the middle of the goal. It is going to be cleared off to the side, though. Can Pembroke get a counter going? A nice shot does go in. Deadsy hits it bottom left corner to open the scoring for the game.
Brutal for UNC Pembroke. Jinx and Fitz there. Jinx an awkward angle. It bounces into the wall off of him like 2 or 3 times and eventually finds its way to the back of the net. We saw there for like 30 seconds there, Wake Tech, the ball just in front of the Pembroke net. Not where they wanted it. It's just a recipe for disaster. You can only hold on for so long. In a tough situation.
The defense was so good, and is it going to be defense was almost taken advantage of again right there. And this is the problem I think Pembroke are facing is whenever the ball is in front of their net, they just have such a terrible time at clearing it. But when the ball is anywhere else, they are able to control it. They're able to maintain possession. But as soon as it gets within that 10 to 15 feet of their box, it's so hard for them to maintain and control it. But now they have decent momentum on them. The ball is in their half, but they do look like they are not out of control.
Way.
Nice shot. Good save out of AJ there.
I just love watching Wake Tech play Rocket League, man. The pass there to the middle of the field, a really good opportunity. UNC Pembroke, they've got a minute left. AJ's bringing it up. It's an open net. Can he get it past Onset? No! So close. Onset without any boost holds the fort and keeps this 1-goal lead. Blake, with a minute left, UNC Pembroke, can they find a way to even this best-of-5 series out?
It's so incredibly close. This game is nothing like the game one we saw. At this point, it was 5-1. Right now, it is 1-0. It is anyone's match. Pembroke just needs the equalizer. Little bit over 30 seconds to go. It is entirely possible. Mark Onset juggling the ball in the air. No boost, so can't do a whole lot with it. The ball is going to be centered, but no one is there for the shot. Flick-Fillet trying to do his darndest, get back to defense, but Onset is already there. Nothing for Wake to worry about. Wake do not have to score. That is what they have going for them. They just have to play defense long enough, but do they score? Deadsy! What on earth did I just see?
Let's take a look at this replay. Another aerial assault from the Wake Tech Eagles. They know how to fly, Blake. And that's going to be the dagger here in game number 2. Such a close match. But Pembroke, unfortunately, can't find the offense they need. Wake Tech, some really good defensive save. Fitz Purple can't make it a 1-2 loss. So close. Just crazy game here. Really close. And some hope, honestly. I think overall
Absolutely.
for UNC Pembroke, a much better showing here. In game number 2 to get them locked in, I think, for this series. But after this one, Wake Tech does go to match point.
Yeah, it is very dangerous now, knowing that you have to hit the reverse sweep if you want to keep your run going. And winning one game against this squad is hard enough. I mean, we saw how game 1 went. Game 2, though, looked phenomenally better. I mean, this looked like a completely different team. They were playing more together. They had decent shots. And, you know, the numbers, they don't tell the entire story because, I mean, I'm looking at the scores right now for Pembroke, and only one of them got over 200, but they still looked like they were, you know, playing more cohesively, that they were playing together as a squad. And that's really all you can ask for sometimes is, are you playing together? Because you are not going to win any of these games trying to be a one-man band. So they've got at least one more game to try and prove themselves. If they win, they can extend that to a game 4 and then potentially a game 5. But Mark, they got to win game 3 first.
Oh,
and oh no, it's
what
already
a start. Let's take a look at this replay here. And this is what I'm talking about, the synergy, the game plan, and Flick-Fillet off of the wall. These just seem like such hard to defend shots. And Wake Tech immediately out of the gate. UNC Pembroke got to find the mental here to hold on. Onset taking the boost there away from AJ, and this is going to be another offensive opportunity as Flick-Fillet barely misses the top right corner. UNC Pembroke are once again put on the defensive end. Onset there in the middle of the field to keep the train going.
Can the train keep chugging along, or is it going to run out of steam? Flick-Fillet, the nice play in the middle, but no teammates and no boost available. Pass off to the side from Onset over to Deadsy. AJ is there to disrupt him a little bit, but here we go. The tag team is on the way, but it's going to be disrupted once again. But the offense is still in favor of Wake Tech. No matter the amount of disrupting that Pembroke is doing, the ball is still in control and possession of Wake Tech. They just can't seem to get it out of their grasp.
Deadsy getting a full boost here. Flick-Fillet's got plenty in the tank. A huge refill for AJ as UNC Pembroke look to try to clear it and get some offense going. They've been limited in shot opportunities, and when you aren't getting the shots, it's hard to set up those goals. The math checks out. I've been talking about those MacDewey stats close to my heart. I feel pretty good about that one, Blake. Let's see here. Big
turns
shot.
out the team with less shots will normally have less goals.
Generally, you know, most of the
generally, statistically.
Let's see, big shot there. Oh gosh, no follow-up for UNCP. Wake Tech trying to get things in middle of field, wide open net, but Flick-Fillet is there to try and clear the ball out of here. Fitz Purple trying to make sure it doesn't go too deep into Pembroke territory. AJ trying to find it, misses there. going wide. Now it's up for the remaining team members. Fitz and Jinx, can they clear it? Flick playing so patiently, waiting to try to set up the team. Onset's waiting for his shot. One opportunity, one moment. Would you let it slip through your hands, Blake, or?
Right now, it is slipping through the hands of Pembroke. The time is slowly ticking away. You got less than half of this game remaining, and you're in the exact same spot you were in game number 2. So this is completely doable. You are completely able to get this equalizer, but that's all it is an equalizer. It's not the winner. It's not the one to go up 2-0, and we might have a... It was a great shot at Flick-Filet, but it's an open goal. Fitz Purple is going to hit it in the bottom of the net to equalize it 1-1. Mac Dewey, is this the momentum that Pembroke needs? Fitz Purple breaking the ankles of Wake Tech right there, and now it is all square.
Man, oh man, Onset is usually such a brick wall in the middle of the field, right? I feel like he's played a huge part in limiting those UNC Pembroke opportunities there, but Fitz Purple gets the better of him.
Yeah.
And that leads into a breakaway goal to breathe life. Match point for Wake Tech. They're looking to close out the series and go homes early, but UNC Pembroke hanging on here, playing footsie in the corner as a huge demo is maybe going to open things up. AJ gets the big clear.
Yeah, they are. Wake Tech not letting up off of the gas. They want to continue this pressure because that's what they know has gotten them all of the goals in the previous matches, is if they can just overwhelm Pembroke long enough. They can only defend for so long. Is it 30 seconds? Is it 40 seconds? Is it a minute? How long can Pembroke hold until they break? The ball was sitting in a silver platter for Wake Tech right there, but does get cleared out. 1 minute remaining. Ball is going to be cleared off to the right side of the field by Deadsy. Pinched over. Not going to be a welcome there, but Flick-Filet coming in with the heartbreaker to send it up 2-1. UNC Pembroke watching their chances at continuing slip through their fingers in real time. 51 seconds to go, Mark. Can they claw it back?
Jinx with just a little bit of an awkward touch. Doesn't quite get the clear you would have wanted. It was an awesome setup there from Deadsy. I mean, what a hit from the side of the wall to set up that opportunity for Flick-Filet, who, let's face it, Blake, Flick-Filet just always seems like he's at the right place at the right time for this Wake Tech squad here with 30 seconds left. Can UNC Pembroke have a miracle? Can they get back into this game? Deadsy, no boost. He's going to fill up. Onset, no boost. Here's the 50-50. AJ sends it into the corner. Flick-Filet gets bumped by Fitz here. Can they do it? 10 seconds left. It's going to be close. Ball goes up in the air as time dwindles away. Deadsy's going to send it. Can they keep the ball up here? Flick-Filet, the buzzer beater for his second hat trick of the series, is going to close out this game with an exclamation point. Such a close game 3. And Wake Tech improve on their season. I mean, they are just killing it so far. I'm going to double check the standings. 3-0 for Wake Tech so far. What a dub here for them. A close series, but they're going to come out on top with the clean sweep here. Wow, Blake, what a series, man. We are going to get geared up and ready to go for the post-game interview, but any final thoughts before we try and pull one of these Wake Tech players in for the interview?
I do gotta say, dude, Flick-Filet, it seems like he's open every single day except for Sunday. The real ones will get it. But yeah, it's always open, always getting these just out of nowhere shots. I mean, 2 hat tricks in 3 games. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Even for some of the best teams, like You know, in collegiate and in professional, getting one hat trick in a series is great, but getting two, man, you're just showing off at that point.
Exactly. Well, we're going to hop into a quick break here. We're going to get ready for the post-game interview. Don't click out of that browser. We'll be right back in just a moment. Hey, welcome back to the stream, everybody. We've got a post-game interview for you guys tonight, talking with one of the players, and I believe the captain, right, Dedsy? Yes, sir.
I am the captain.
For the red hot Wake Tech Eagles. You guys have been popping off to start the regular season, man. Talk to me for what's been clicking for the team so far.
Honestly, just a lot of practice has gone into it. Been
Okay.
scrimmaging nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
VOD reviewing, of course, is a very big part of it, and then just really targeting the basics of the game. I
Okay.
think that goes overlooked by a lot of people. They're all looking at these flashy mechanics, their triple flip reset musties, whatever read they can go for, but we're really just kind of dialing it back right now and
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of building like a solid foundation. I think that's really helping us because we're kind of placing our shots a bit better. Like we're putting the
Yep.
ball in the net, we're putting it
Yep.
as far as away from people as possible, and I think that's really working for us.
Mm-hmm.
We had pretty good series here, winning 3-0 so far and beating some pretty good teams that we were also
Yeah.
expected not to beat, maybe expected to lose in 5, stuff like that, and then coming out with like a 3-1 win
Mm-hmm.
against our great friends here at ECU. That's a
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a very fun series with them. People weren't expecting us to win that game, but
Mm-hmm.
we just did it.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of building off that, it feels like at kind of this point, we're over half. I guess there's only 7 weeks, so we're over halfway through the season now. Wake Tech, kind of. I don't think this is a bold. I think the math works out. I'm not 100% sure though, but kind of a lock for land. I think we'll be seeing the Wake Tech squad in person here at the
Yeah.
end of the season, which is very exciting. What's that mean for you and the team to be able to go out to something like that?
It means a lot for us. We were
Mhm.
here last time around for the LAN, and that was a lot of fun. Of course, we
Mhm.
didn't have the result we wanted.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to win it all. We didn't get as far as we wanted to, but we had a great time nonetheless. And what we want to do this time is if we do lock in that spot, we have a great record so far. We got a
Mhm.
bye week next week, and then we got two pretty good teams, I'd say. Lander, they're,
Ah,
pretty solid of a
okay,
team.
they're
And then,
not too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, so the Lander one's going to be interesting, but
Yeah,
we
for
think with
sure.
Clemson, we're going to put up a really good fight and aim to win. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Even if we have a locked in spot, we're not going to
Mhm.
be going easy. We're not going to be giving up at all. We're just going to play
Yeah.
our best and continue to improve. But it's going to
Mhm.
mean a lot to us. We want to travel out there. We want to go back, eat some good food again, of course. We love eating the food out there, but just really being around everyone.
Uh-huh.
It's a really good time. It's just a great environment.
Mm-hmm. I hear word on the street is Coolio's getting everyone tacos. Fingers crossed on that. But
Okay.
regardless, I think y'all versus Clemson would be like my match of the week for. Is it week 6 for y'all, or is week 7 something like that?
It's something like that. I think
Something,
you're
we'll
right
see.
with week 6, maybe. Yeah, I think it's week 6. We play them right after Lander. So
Okay.
bye week Lander and then
Okay, so maybe
Clemson.
week
I think that's
7.
week.
I'm
Yeah, actually, yeah, your math is mathing better than mine is. So
we'll
yeah,
we'll
week
figure it
7.
out eventually. But regardless, that is a hype game to end the season on. So
Yeah, it
definitely
is.
looking forward to that. And it's been really fun seeing you guys play on stream here a little bit. Before I let you go, Dead Sea, do you have any shout outs that you want to give out on stream?
I gotta shout out the boys on the roster this time around. Flick Fillet showing up today.
Yeah.
Got some nice little double taps. We want to aim for some more clips for Nate. He's been struggling to get some clips for the highlight reel, and I think we aimed for that. Went for some nice little double
Oh yeah,
taps. Nothing
absolutely.
too crazy, but just giving them some content to work with. We think he's been struggling. Of course, Onset, I gotta give it to him. Man has been showing up every
Mhm.
single series. He does his thing.
Mhm.
And as we saw today, I think we all put in our all. But the last shout out has to be it's not our official coach, but he's our fellow teammate from another league.
Mhm.
Name's Bolio. He's been helping us out VOD review and drilling
Huge.
us into the basics that I talked about
Yeah.
previously, and really been helping us. He's been a big supporter,
For
always
sure.
rooting for us.
Uh-huh.
Checking out the streams and stuff, which always helps. We love people that come out and just drop our name in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's go Eagles, whatever it
Uh-huh.
may be. We love people to come out.
Absolutely, and hopefully won't have too much to be angry about after this VOD review. A very clean series from you guys, and Dead Sea, I appreciate you joining me for the post-game interview.
All right. Thank you very much for having me.
Alrighty, guys, that is going to do it for our first series of the night. But it's the Tuesday triple header here in week number 4. We're just getting warmed up here tonight. We're going to hop into a quick break as we get geared up and ready to go for our second series of the night, a triangle rivalry matchup. Surprisingly, they're at the bottom of the standings. Who's going to get the first win of the season as NC State takes on Duke?
just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless
in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through?
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much. Apologies for the delay. We're getting geared up and ready to go for our next game. We have a little bit of a surprise. You might be able to tell by the noise in my background. A game is underway, but there has been a slight schedule swap. ECU is taking on South Carolina for our second streamed game, and already Chief Not Sober has gotten a demo. So let's hop into it, Blake. I appreciate you still sticking with me here. My name's Mac Dewey. Let's watch some more C3 Rocket League.
What more could we ask for than a change of schedule? I mean, no one asked for this night to go smoothly except for everyone watching. But right now, I mean, this game not going so smoothly already, as we see South Carolina starting out with the aggression, but the counter might be on for ECU. Ball is in their possession. Nice passing play on the shot on goal, but a great save.
No way!
It's still there for them. It is ECU strike first.
Huge start for the Pirates as they steal this one. Glare getting a shot in between two defenders. Cats and SJT tried so hard to prevent that one from going through the net, but unfortunately weren't able to save that one. And ECU, Blake, I gotta be honest here, they're coming in as the underdogs, and that is an awesome way to start off the series. But when you have plays like that coming from Og, Cats, the follow-up shot, oh my god! How much more work can the top bar do? I just don't know.
MVP goes to the top bar of the ECU goal. Just unironically getting 2 saves right there. And hey, man, it doesn't matter how. It just matters that you have a little bit of luck on your side sometimes. But right now, South Carolina are still mounting that pressure. But ECU, we saw what happened the last time. They were able to get that counter going. Glare with a shot on goal is going to be cleared away by Cats. The ball is not out of the woods just yet. Glare, can he be fancy with it? No, does get knocked away. The demo, but a re-demo onto Og right there. Ball's around the goal of ECU, but they are able to clear it out. And Glare, once again, wanting to get on the board, secure his brace, but it's going to be cleared by Og this time.
Really solid team effort here, I think, from both squads. And on this field, you've got to be careful about who's driving around you. Og is looking for blood as Glare returns the favor. Unbelievably fast start here between these two teams as ECU halfway through this one still have a 1-0 lead. Chief Not Sober gets a taste of his own medicine as USC look for the shot opportunity. He's got full boost to try to clear this one out, but there's Og in the middle of the field, keeping UNC in it, but the pass into the middle, it's Chief Not Sober! Get him off the bench! Put him in the game! ECU are up 2-0.
Basically with the little finesse of a tap off the wall to send it directly into the path of Chief Not Sober. What a beautiful pass play, and the underdogs are starting to look like the main event. And right now, almost with a quick response was South Carolina, but it is a best of 5, but looking like it's going to be a first to 3. And by first to 3, I mean a 3-0. ECU coming out swinging.
Ain't no way. I have no idea. Again, this was a reschedule, but this series is hype as heck. This is unbelievable. A start coming out of the gates. The Pirates have come to play? Are you serious right now? 4-0 in game number 1 against USC. This is crazy.
I hope you put your right choice on your parlay for this game, because ECU, not only are they leading, they are leading comfortably, Mac Dewey, 4-0. It is looking like a bloodbath, and it's not looking like if they score, but just how many will they score.
I think we'd been joking. No way. No, I'm the dog.
Glare with
so
the
done.
hat trick.
Okay, we've been joking about Chief getting benched for like 2 straight weeks, and for ECU to come out and play. Hey, it's a best of 5. We've got a long series ahead of us. But this, I think, is a start nobody was expecting. 5-0 through a decent portion of this game. Og's gonna get that redemption here. You know, the top bar of the ECU goal can only do so much. These guys, are they gonna get cocky on the Gamecocks? We'll see, Podslum, as this has been quite the start.
Yeah, this is an absolutely insane.
No way.
No way. Oh my Oh my god. Chief was the problem. It was him. That's what they were saying, but Chief says, no, it's not me. I'm the reason we're winning this game. 2 goals. I forget how many assists, but Chief Not Sober, Glare, and the entirety of the ECU fan base are jumping out of their chairs right now.
Chat's going crazy. ECU squad have come to play here in week number 4. I'm literally speechless right now. You know, we were loading up this stream. I'm like, who else is playing at 9 o'clock? We got to try to find a sub for the stream game. Let's throw on ECU versus USC. Let's see what happened. Let's see if the Pirates can maybe get a game on South Carolina. They've come out here, game number 1, and just popped off here. Glare going up for the aerial once again, looking for the cherry on top. And if there's a team to come back, it would have been a few minutes ago, because ECU put and sunk the dagger in quite a while ago. But this is going to be an interesting series to watch develop here. I'm curious about both USC and ECU's mental and momentum in this one, as I believe the culture called us what a Brazil here as the 7-1 game. Nuts is just having a time trying to clip everything that's going on right now as an ECU fan. He's like, I can only get so many clips in one game, but he's gonna have his pick of the litter in this one, Blake.
I was about to say, with that one, it's not like, okay, let me try and get as many angles as I can of like the 1 or 2 goals that were scored. It's like, all right, how many angles can I get of the 8 different goals that have been scored in this game? We have been spoiled with this game number 1 if it does not live up like this for the rest of the series, because if we're in for more of this for the rest of the series,
I'm shook.
I'm here for it. ECU with a dominant game 1 victory.
Chief Not Sober 30
1,000 points.
Oh wait, there's an AI? Oh my god, no way.
No, one of them had to have left. Yeah,
Og
no, one
rage
of them had to
quit.
have left.
Oh, thank God. I
Yeah,
was like,
Og
no
rage
way,
quit.
right? No way. Glare
Oh.
dropping 1,000 points. 3
Literally
goals,
doing
3
it
assists, 5 saves. UCS Cougar goes hard. Okay, I think Og's back in the lobby. We'll get things straightened away. I'm pretty sure I put the match on US East. Nobody's lagging. Everyone's ping looks okay. Og
Holy
changed his
cow.
car.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what it was. Yeah, it was the car. I should have known.
Okay, we'll see. It's like switching champions in league, right, Blake? That's.
I think that's the same. I think that's the same comparison that needs to be made. Yeah, I mean after a game like that, it is very much
Deep breaths. I don't even need
Yeah.
to switch back to us. We're immediately going into game number 2. As USC, Og's looking for redemption. He's got a new car. He's not messing around. Let's see, man. If ECU can pull this off, I think it's the upset of the year so far. But yeah, Og's not messing around no more.
See, I was thinking this in between like the final few seconds of last game and where we are now. there's one of two ways that South Carolina is going to take this loss.
Yeah.
They are going to take it like, holy smokes, we just got the tar beat out of us.
No way. No way. Oh.
Or, oh no. Oh, okay, doesn't clear it out. Or number two, it is going to make them so unbelievably mad that they are going to come out all guns blazing. They're going to come out for blood. And right now, almost going up an early 2-0, but so far, oh, just get the bump though.
Wow.
Oh, just enough. And just like that, South Carolina has taken a 2-0 lead in less than a minute.
What an unbelievable team play there from USC as they have found their footing in this series. A quick 2-goal start for the Gamecocks to get right back into it. ECU now gotta be feeling the pressure. Og is bumping everybody that he runs into. And the offensive pressure is just absolutely absurd. Another shot on goal goes wide. Here's Katz laying on the pressure. The Pirates are feeling it, but can they get some offense going here? It's been a quiet start for them here in game number 2, trying to get the ball in USC territory, but they are coming up short. Not a lot of boost as Katz goes for the air. A decent 50-50 effort there. Basically going to try to bring the ball up here, but again, Katz and Og are not messing around. They are bumping everybody as they keep getting some crazy shot opportunities.
Sometimes if you do not have a shot on goal or a good pass to make to a teammate, the best thing you can do is just disrupting your opponent, going for those bumps, going for those demos, taking away their boost, just doing anything you can to, at the very least, just annoy them. Because sometimes if you can just tilt your opponent enough, it is going to make all the difference, because then they are going to start playing more aggressively, which is normally going to cause them to start making more mistakes. And those small mistakes are all you need to take a quiet advantage. And with less than 3 minutes to go, a 2-0 lead for South Carolina is just an advantage that they needed. A shot, make it 3-0.
Such a clean setup, and this is why the whole league fears what South Carolina can do. ECU, no boost in the bank to try and defend that shot, and it was just a beautiful setup here as the Gamecocks are rolling here in game number 2. Their redemption match is going swimmingly, Blake, as they're not going to let a game 1 Brazil go unanswered here. We're halfway through this one. They continue finding golden opportunity after golden opportunity. There's the ECU top bar as someone goes wide, but Og's patient play is able to capitalize and make it 4-0.
Mark, dare I say, it was the change in car for Og that has been making all of the difference. I don't know what car he was on in the first game, but it obviously was like driving around one of those motorized kid cars instead of what is being shown in front of us right now.
Can ECU get the shot off of the demo? Unable to. The Gamecocks, a crazy defense there to keep the ball out of their net. Basically can't find the back of the net from the air. Og taking it up, making sure ECU do not get any more shots on goal. Katz getting spun around a little bit. Gamecocks low on boost here. Can they find a way to fill the tank up? ECU unable to capitalize. Ben goes wide. Chief not sober, looking for a shot, but there's SJT bringing it up, looking for the double tap. Gonna try to set up the rest of the team. Og is there, but the save comes through. Time continues to go closer and closer to 0 as the time runs down for ECU. Their comeback window quickly closing here in game 2.
I have seen comebacks happen with this amount of time, but you gotta score. You gotta have at least 60 seconds on the clock for this comeback. So you gotta score within the next 15 if you really want to make it happen, because 4 goals is doable. Very unlikely, but doable. And right now, the defense of South Carolina, oddly disguised as offense, because I mean they're doing what they need to do. They're trying to score, but at the same time, if they're not like making a open shot on goal, they're just keeping it on the other team's side. They're keeping it on East Carolina's away from their goal. They're like, okay, we don't necessarily need to do anything, but basically getting a consolation goal maybe, or is it the start of the comeback? You can do 3 goals in a little under 15 seconds per goal. It is possible.
They need another one of those Chief Miracle kickoff goals here to make it happen. He's looking for it. He gets it in the right corner, but SJT's got a whole lot of boost, and he just barely misses it. Glare, he knew he had to go for the opportunity. They had to hard commit there with time running out with under 30 seconds. 3 goals seems just about impossible. USC able to answer the Pirates' blitzing offense as Og switches gears and completely takes over the match. 3 goals, 6 shots, I believe. Crazy stats here from him as this game's gonna wind down. What an answer here from USC. And Blake, I think we saw in this match why they're one of the top teams here in the C3 League.
Yeah, that game number 1 was simply a fluke. I mean, you get Brazil'd 1 game and then you win 4-1. I mean, what analysis is there to be done, McDewey? I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to say when both games were just blowouts in one way or the other. Like, neither of these games were necessarily close. So it's hard to figure out how to psychoanalyze this performance, but at the very least, we have 4 games.
I feel like we need a tilt meter on stream. Who's gonna be more tilted here? Can ECU hold the mental? As look at that, basically a huge save as Og's car just looks like it's got different fuel boosted it here. Chief in the middle of the field, able to bounce it off the back wall, but Og is there. Glare with a shot. Og somehow comes down off of the wall, but there's Chief off of the top bar. It's a rare miss. Oh my goodness, dude. The top bar MVP on this new map. It's built different. And an already exciting start to game 3 as both of these teams look to get onto match point.
The top bars for both of these teams trying to get their contract extension. They want to stay on the squad, proving that they have what it takes to be a ironclad wall in the back line. But so far, both of these squads playing hyper aggressively. A nice demo on a Chief Not Sober, so a little bit of a numbers advantage for the time being. No boost, but is it enough? The ball slowly floating into the top bins, and Cats gets on the board in this game number 3.
Unbelievable. What happened here? Chief Not Sober unable to get the save, and the ball threads the needle into the top left corner. Unbelievable goal here as USC takes the lead in this critical match. Og looking for the pass, unable to find it there. Basically, he's going to miss the 50-50. Og still looking for the offense. Basically getting the full boost. He's going to try and go on offense here. Chief trying to get boosted up as well. ECU's got the slight boost advantage here, but USC's controlling the pace of play, controlling the ball. Chief looking to try to find the pass. He's dribbling it around, but the defense is there. A solid clear from USC. Potentially going to turn it into some offense. Let's see. Chief going to try to get it out of his territory, but Og is there in the midfield.
Nice demo onto basically. I don't think that's what SJT was intending to do, but that was the outcome that was had. And Chief Not Sober getting bumped out of his attempted dribble in the skies and basically looking for that rebound. Glare is going to get the rebound that was made for his teammate, but just bumps the ball out of the way, giving room for the demo. It was all planned. If you don't know what you're doing, how will the enemy know what you're doing? That is what ECU is playing at right now. The boost is all gone for Glare, and no one is there for the rebound. Now it is time for South Carolina. Can they get some type of counter going? And the ball's centered, but it is going to be cleared back into the ECU backcourt.
Let's see, USC's blitzing offense here, trying to find a shot opportunity. Coming up a little short, ECU is frighteningly low on boost here as Cats looks to take advantage. Glare getting a big boost, but Og's just a little bit faster, looking for the touch off of the roof, unable to get it. Basically a big save there as SJT gets a solid look on the net. ECU, they had a good couple of minutes, but here comes South Carolina taking a 2-goal lead.
Og coming to play in this game number 2 and now game number 3.
Wow, man.
Someone check his car's engine. Something is different. I don't know what he swapped out, if it was just the cosmetics or if he really put something else in his transmission to make it play it so much better. But this looks like a completely different team from this game number 1, and USC looking to close it out after this, send it to match point, and then maybe in that game number 4, take it home.
90 seconds in a dream. SJT's trying to squash it. Here comes Og from the top as well. Basically, Glare trying to just get this ball out of their territory. There goes Glare in the air, gets it past SJT. This is what they were looking for, some sort of opportunity, but it's a lot of boost here. Cats playing patiently, waiting for his shot, looking for the setup here. It goes a little wide, back over. Basically, can't quite get the touch he was looking for, but Chief with the shot. Cats a huge save. ECU were hoping that one could find its way to the back of the net as SJT steals the boost away from the ECU defenders. Only Glare has got a full tank with 1 minute remaining. 2 goals down. ECU are looking for a miracle.
ECU, this comeback is a lot more manageable than the one last game. Just get one, and then the momentum could be enough to carry you into an equalizer. And right now, Glare shot is going to go wide, though. Chief not sober, a nice shot, but it is going to be saved by Og. The counterattack is now on for South Carolina. They have the numbers. They got the teamwork. 30 seconds remaining. Center, the ball is going to be tapped up. It's so close. It's going to be barely cleared out of way of the net. Chief not sober, passing it to his teammate. Glare is there for the rebound, but basically grabs it instead. No way through for ECU. 10 seconds remaining. They got to get something now and then hope for a goal off kickoff. But 5 seconds mark, I think this is going to be match point for South Carolina.
No way to win it now. The ball hits the ground. That's going to do it. We're going to game 4, match point for South Carolina. Unbelievably close game here. But we look at the shots, 7-3. USC's going to be coming up big here. And I think it comes down to a lot of the solo play there, right? Cat's a really good shot, I believe it was, to find the top corner. That was a really close one. And then Og there able to just right place, right time, ball placement. ECU had a really good span of, I want to say just about in the middle of the game there. Complete ball control from them. They were starting to control the boost. They were starting. They aren't tilted, right? I think that's my big takeaway. Let's see if they can hang on with their backs up against the wall here for game number 4.
Sometimes it's all it takes is a little bit of momentum on your side, and I think you and me both were.
Oh my God!
Game number 1, and what a great start that would have been. But I think me and you both are looking at game number 1, and this is how it started, Mark.
Let's freaking go. ECU starting off the game hot. Glare just gets there a moment before Og can on the defensive end. Someone said it in chat, summon pandas. Dude, I'm right there with you. Chief not sober, almost the goal of the year, but ECU's able to follow up that offense with a goal here to start off game number 4. Their backs up against the wall, basically with a demo, but Og a really solid clear here. He's gonna look to bounce it up and set up the team. Nobody's there though, just a little bit too slow. An action-packed series. This has been so fun.
I don't think we could have asked for a better start to game number 4. The team that was down and out in the last 2 games coming out swinging. Glare getting on the board for, I don't know, I think the first time since the first game. I don't think Glare scored in games 2 and 3, but so far ECU still playing this hyper aggressive mode of Rocket League that they like to play, and a nice save there by Basically to keep this 1-goal lead. Og with a demo and a Chief Not Sober. Such a lucky shot right there. Og going to get the little rebound by SJT, and it is 1-1 equalized.
With the demo right there onto the ECU defenders is something that USC does so well, attacking the defense off the kickoff. SJT is able to get back and cover the net. Unbelievable start as the game's been equalized by a textbook USC offensive, basically kind of dribble it up. Glare can't get there to disrupt the defense, and unfortunately for ECU fans, the offense has been stifled just a little bit as USC's offensive continues to find and look for opportunities. Og, a really solid shot, basically going to try to take this one up in the air himself into the middle of the field. Og's able to control it and get the demo there onto Chief. Are the Gamecocks going to be able to do something with it? Podsaloon, we'll have to find out here. Chief going up. It's a double commit from USC, and they unfortunately do not get that one to go their way, but SJT stops Basically. Og's able to turn it around. He doesn't get the boost, but he's still looking for the setup for his team. Katz is there to stop the 50-50. He wins it as Og goes flying in. Unbelievable. Halfway through this one, USC's offense. There we go. Wow, Og, a solo goal there. Let's take a look at this replay.
Og making it his own show the last few games, to quote the old Jordan commercial. Is it the shoes? Is it the car? Is it the change that Og made after game 1? Is it enough to propel South Carolina to winning this series? A quick start out of ECU, though, almost going to lead to disaster for South Carolina. But I love ECU here. They are still fighting. They are still staying in it. They're not saying die, but they are wanting to get back into this game slowly but surely. They're not overstepping their bounds. They're not taking the silly, risky plays that are going to lead to big mistakes, but trying to play methodically, trying to play that brand of Rocket League that I was talking about earlier that they do like to play. And so far, a little bit under 2 minutes to go. The comeback is very much possible.
Chief the only one with boost here. Basically a crazy save without any boost there. Now Glare, he's got a full tank. He's going to try to bring it up, but Og is there in the middle of the field. 90 seconds left for the Pirates. They're back up against the wall, trying to continue to look for the regular season upset. Trying to push us to a game number 5 here on stream. And Og is going to sink potentially the final dagger. I almost missed this one. Let's see how this one happened. An empty net is just free real estate for Og there as he punches that one in.
Og putting on his own Thanos gauntlet and saying, fine, I'll do it myself. If I'm going to lose the first game 7-1, but Chief Not Sober with a cheap game giveaway basically scores, and we are right back to within 1 goal territory.
All right, over a minute left. ECU can, dude, I love overtime in Rocket League. No cap, like I'm really hoping we get 1 overtime tonight. I feel like the stakes get so high. Everyone, you know, like you reset automatically, you go back into the kickoff. Oh my gosh! Glare with a shot, Katz with the unbelievable save, Glare with the demo as well. But ECU unable to capitalize. 50 seconds left. They gotta keep looking for these offensive opportunities. The ball right in front of the net. Basically a really amazing clear. Katz gets the boost though. Looking to defend his goal, he's able to control the ball. Oh my gosh, Blake, I'm quaking as Og Does he keep on having the backpack? It must weigh so heavy. The burden. 30 seconds left in this game 4.
And South Carolina, they do not have to play hyper-aggressive Rocket League. They are the ones in the, pun intended, driver's seat. They are the ones who have control of this game. And ECU not saying die, not giving up. 10 seconds separate this game. And
basically, no!
Og with the master save. It's still in the air, Mac Dewey. It is still up. Gonna knock it to the ground. And Og taking that player of the match. He does not care how your game number 1 went. He says, you know what? You could beat us 15-1 in the first game for all I care. But he says, scoreboard. He says 3-1. He does not care. What a series.
I'm shook. I'm shook after that one. Unbelievable show here. ECU, hats off to the Pirate squad, man. That was a close series. USC put to the test a little bit here. They got warmed up. They're actually not done for the night. They've got another series here on stream. So if you enjoyed that match, don't worry. We've got more coming up for you. Hopefully USC's warmed up at this point. UNCC had a game earlier, but we'll focus on this series for now. Unbelievable here. ECU, man, after that game 1, they almost come through. Really close final game there. And Blake, a few opportunities there at the end of the game. USC had to make some clutch saves to hang on to this series.
Yeah, and except for games 2 and 3, 2 and 3 really did look like South Carolina was just dominating. But that game number 4 was easily the closest game out of all 4 games we saw. Game number 1, absolute wash in favor of the Pirates. Game number 2, 4-1. Game number 3, 3-1. Those games, not really much to look at. But 4, South Carolina went up 3-1 thanks to that Og hat trick.
Yeah.
And then immediately East Carolina get a goal back, and we are once again in this 1-goal territory that all it takes is 1 goal to equalize and send us to a potential overtime. But South Carolina just keeping their foot on the throat of the Pirates, just not wanting to give up, wanting to consistently keep the pressure on, and ultimately help them win out 3-1.
Wow. What a fun series. The 3-1 victory, as you mentioned, Blake, go into the USC Gamecocks. Down go the Pirates, but a valiant effort. The ship didn't just sink. The crew went down with it fighting. We'll see. We're going to just roll on into the next series. USC might be getting an interview still at the end of the game, at the end of the day. We're just going to keep rolling with the stream. We want the action. We're going to take a few minutes to get ready to go. With the Tuesday triple header, we're just going to keep the Rocket League coming. Stay tuned. We'll have our next match ready to go in just a few minutes. 2 of the top teams here in the C3 League going head-to-head. It's the Charlotte Niners going up against the South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm excited for this one, and we'll see you guys in just a bit.
at your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. You know I'll come running. If you go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. When your nightmares turn to real life and the ground's filled up with landmines, we will face it standing side by side. You know I'll come running when you need. I'm coming. You know I'll come running. If you go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarm and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, yeah, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army. If you go to war, then I'm going with you. Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound the alarms and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, I'm coming, I'm fighting. Swear on the breath that I breathe, I'll never retreat, yeah, I'll be your army.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you.
Thank you everyone for sticking around for the Tuesday triple header. My name's Mac Dewey. Still with me is my main man Podsalem. There's a game going on right now. Without further ado, these Rocket League guys, they are ready to go. And there is already a goal from Lazy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Dewey needs to switch his scene as he pulled up the game, but we can't see it. There we go. UNC Charlotte
Mark, I'm
takes on
missing it.
UNC Charlotte.
Mark.
I'm so sorry. Knight comes through with the big ol' save as two of the top Titans in the C3 league are going head to head here on the final match of the night here of the Tuesday triple.
South Carolina really put the hurt on East Carolina in this last game, winning the series 3-1. They did get Braziled in the first game, but
We don't talk
no one
about
cares.
it.
no one cares what happens in one single game as long as you win the series. But right now, UNC Charlotte coming out swinging, already getting a goal within the first minute and keeping up this pressure, trying to keep their possession, but South Carolina setting up a potential good play is going to be cleared by Bala right there, and now the counterattack is on for Charlotte. Can they look? Knight gonna shoot the ball up a little bit, is going to be cleared, but Lazy knocking it straight back down right into the waiting hands of Katz, who is going to set up a nice shot on goal, but it is going to be deflected.
So Blake, for the deep lore between these two teams, as was that does Knight need to get checked out there? Was that a own goal here? Oh gosh, Knight.
Check his PayPal, man. Check it.
These were the two teams that met at the last spring LAN in the grand finals, and it was UNC Charlotte who won after reverse sweeping the USC Gamecocks. So there is no love lost between these two teams in a very intense rivalry, which is why we had to get this one on stream. So I am very, very excited. I feel like this has been on both teams' calendars. Looking forward to the rematch here as USC is looking for redemption. They want to set the record straight. At UNCC, the Niners, they've got a little bit of a different squad. We got Coolio yapping in chat just a little bit, but he's just hyped to see his team pop off a little bit for good reason. This Niners squad is really, really fun to watch.
Coolio told me he was watching the debate. Why is he in chat? He's not watching the debate. Thinking emoji, but I digress.
Oh,
into this
wow.
match, and Og with a very close save right there, and South Carolina trying to get this ball past Lazy, but Lazy is going to push it back a little bit. Ball once again in the side of, I was going to say Charlotte, but now it's in South Carolina, so I got to be careful. Nice shot on goal, and Bala going to send the lead back in favor of UNC Charlotte.
No way this is in Rocket League. Did we just rickroll the stream? That's great. I'm sorry, chat. If Bala's going to be scoring more goals, then it might be coming up a little bit. That is some of the best goal music I've seen all stream long. But we got 2 minutes left in this one. UNC Charlotte's going to keep on adding it. This time it's Knight. A spooky goal celebration there as UNC Charlotte's looking quite scary.
It is spooky season after all. Today is the first day of you being allowed to be spooky. Any other time of year and you're just being called weird. I speak from experience. Right now, UNC Charlotte trying to express how scary and frightening they can truly be. 3-1 lead. They have that buffer zone between them and South Carolina. They can concede one goal and still be okay. That is probably the best position you can be with under 2 minutes to go. And South Carolina, ball very close to the Charlotte goal, but it is going to be cleared away, but it's knocked right back close to it. No way! Going to be pinned off the side post.
Unbelievable.
But South Carolina cannot concede. Another one, but the shot from downtown. Pollock going to get a shot. Another shot out of Knight is going to be deflected. And Charlotte, their attacks are thwarted. All the same as South Carolina's. Bala with a shot. The open goal is going to be pinched on the top bar. This defense out of both of these squads is insane.
We still got a minute left in this one, Blake. It's anybody's game, but Lazy takes to the air, soaring in, tries to get it past Og, but it's a brick wall as Og gets save after save, but misses that last one. Oh, he had an opportunity. Taking a look. He gets the first one. He has full boost. He tries to get the second, but he's just a little too fast. And I think that's the dagger here as the Niners take control of game number 1.
4-1 is a pretty insurmountable deficit to come back from with under a minute to go. South Carolina needed to just start prepping for this game number 2, shake off the jitters from game number 1. Keep in mind, they lost game number 1 in the last series too, Mac Dewey, so they are comfortable playing from a deficit in the series, at least from the evidence that we have so far from the other games today. And look at that pass play.
Don't count him out yet.
Yeah, I mean, all getting on the board. Is this a spark of hope for the Gamecocks? Who knows?
Does he have the right car? Can we get a check in the chat? Does he have the right car? I feel like that's the wrong car for him, but I'm no car expert.
He's going to do the same thing as he did in the last series, Mark. You know it.
We'll see. 15 seconds left. USC have got to get a goal here. Pretty much just right now, but it's looking quite unlikely here. Clock's going to wind down. Opportunity window is closing. One more to tie us off here, but I think that is as time expires. There's 0 time left on the clock. Latency variation, don't worry about it. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, that's going to be the victory here for UNCC. Flip reset music plays as Night goes dancing. Looking at the stats here. Cats hopefully not actually lagging. Hopefully the squad will let me know if there's something wrong here. I think I set the game. Every match I'm doubting myself, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Okay, we'll see how it goes here. I'll monitor chat to make sure we're good.
Cats cannot resist attacking the wires connected to the router.
I
speak from experience, man.
Thanks,
They love to eat everything.
Turnip says, Katso's always blinking red, so it's no worries. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. We're getting geared up and ready to go for game number 2.
Why doesn't Cats fix that?
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He loves the lag. He thrives on the lag. He
you know
feeds
what?
off
I can't argue. I can't argue with that.
Oh, you can't get the apartment to fix the Ethernet. That's tough.
Oh, yeah, that's cringe. Never mind. I respect the grind.
All right, we'll see how it goes here. He's waiting for the land power up when he can finally, finally be free. Oh, there we go. Right car. I think it's the same car from last game, but I'm gonna say the right car for Og this time. Full boost, catches the Niners sleeping. Nobody able to get back on defense in time here, and Og starting us off here with a quick goal.
Yeah, just an unlucky bounce, just going the way of South Carolina for Charlotte, and starting off this game 1 goal down.
Sheesh.
Not how you want to do it, but yeah, what a save out of Cats right there. Charlotte trying to get a quick goal back, and it doesn't look like it's going to pay off. Mark, when you play aggressive, you leave yourself vulnerable to the counter attack, and lo and behold, that is exactly what South Carolina did, and now they are 2 goals up less than 30 seconds into this game number 2.
Man, Lazy wanted the boost so bad. He wanted the boost so bad. He didn't see where the ball was going, and it was too little too late once he realized the USC squad has striked. Oh, that's going straight to the back of the net. There's UNCC with a much-needed answer. Unbelievable. How did this one happen? I believe it was Lazy who somehow was able to get it there. That's what they needed, man. I was worried. In 30 seconds, giving up 2 quick goals is not how you want to start things off here. But we've got another game on our hands here. Blake, I believe this one's going to be good as SJT takes to the air. Ball is on defense, though, and he gets a big save.
Yeah, this game is hopefully going to live up to the hype of last game. Already 3 goals in it, and a shot from downtown. Knight just barely going wide of the goal. Lazy is back though, is going to play some defense, does get demoed by Og, and SJT going to try and control it possession, but it might be their detriment. Bala just barely not able to get a shot. Lazy trying to set up the team, gets the bump over the teammate. Not going to work though. Knight and the gang trying to get the ball out of their side of the arena, but it is staying up there. The ball's going to be centered. Can Og score off the backboard? It is going to be saved by Bala.
Wow.
The defense is immaculate.
Unbelievable here as UNC Charlotte. Lazy doesn't get the bounce he quite wanted there, unfortunately. Not going to be able to get a good touch here, but we've got plenty of time left in this game, Blake. 3:15 on the clock. Knight and Lazy waiting so patiently. Look at the replay here, the setup. Bala getting it past Cats, getting it past SJT, and there's not many easier goals here in Rocket League with the beautiful team play.
It's just so unlucky out of South Carolina getting caught in the back right there, not able to clear it properly, and all three members of Charlotte just staring the goal in the face, just saying, all right, I mean, if you're just gonna let us score, I mean, I guess we'll do it. So now this game back up to 2-2, no boost remaining, and almost getting the hit over Og right there, but he's still going to get the save. SJT trying to line something up for his teammates, going to be centered, but might have been centered for the wrong team. Ball's going to go just wide right of it. Knight getting a touch, but it is going to be cleared back to the other side by Lazy. Not enough boost to get it up there. Ball is going to be passed, going to be shot, going to be missed just wide. No one there to connect on top of it. Bala trying to pass to the teammates, but there's too many South Carolina players for Charlotte to handle. Cat's going to get the goal to put South Carolina up 3-2.
Was this touch from... Oh, wow, that's just too close to call. Like you said, Blake, so many members of USC ready to go with that shot opportunity. Halfway through this one, they take the 1-goal lead, as this is a very, very close second game in the best-of-5 series. Huge for the regular season standings. UNCC, I believe if they lose here, it'd be 2 losses on the regular season for them.
Wow.
Certainly less than ideal for one of the top squads in the league. Lost to Lander earlier tonight. They're hoping for some redemption. Both teams warmed up for this one, and clearly they're firing on all cylinders. Knight looking for the shot, but Og with a big save there. Right place, right time, as Lazy's going to control the ball in the middle of the field, but it's another solid shot creation opportunity there from UNC. Lazy a decent touch, but he gets demoed in the air. Can the rest of his team follow up here?
Right now, Charlotte keeping the ball in the side of the field that they wanted, away from their own goal. Knight with a shot, Lazy with a shot, neither of which are going to connect to the back of the net. The ball is going to be played once again. Knight doing a tactical backflip right there. I don't know what that was all about, but South Carolina setting up the cross, not going to connect. Knight crossing it over the byline into South Carolina territory. Can they do something? 1 minute remaining. South Carolina, a 1-goal lead. 1 goal from Charlotte will guarantee us an overtime unless they score again. Ball is going to be missed by nearly everybody. A shot from downtown is going to be disconnected by SJT right there. Og going to pick it up, dribble it away a little bit. Lazy passing it forward. Can anybody on Charlotte connect? Bala centers it. Lazy's there. Knight is not able to connect on the defense. And Cats give him that hat trick.
Unbelievable shot here. Knight just not expecting that shot. And you gotta think that's the dagger. UNCC need an immediate answer to stay within 1. Just a little over 30 seconds left. Bala's gonna try to send it up in the air. He gets it past Cats, but Og is there. A beautiful save to stop it from getting in the top corner. Knight just fully committing for that ball, but he's unable to find the back of the net. Time getting low. Bala trying to set up the team. Lazy trying to be patient. It bounces off of the left post and cannot find the net. Unfortunately, UNC Charlotte's gonna come up short here in game number 2. A very close series on our hands. USC answers, and it's tied 1 game apiece in the best of 5.
Equalizing it back to 1-1, and you know, maybe chat was right. The cat's pinging red. That always happens, and he certainly does not care. Yeah, let him cook. I mean, you know, game respects game. You cannot deny that 3 goals on the game is something that is pretty admirable, if you ask me. But if we look at Og as well, might have only had 1 goal, but 4 saves.
Yeah.
What an amazing defensive performance out of him this game. So not always about how many goals you can put up, because I forget what famous soccer coach said it, but goals will win you matches.
Yeah.
But defense will win you series. I may have paraphrased it a little bit. It's defense will win you trophies, but they're not playing for trophies just yet in the regular season. But you keep playing like this, man, there might be something in your future.
Oh, don't worry. There is a trophy at the end of the day here. UNC Wilmington Land, all these teams fighting for the C3 trophy. And Coolio's Tacos, don't forget it. Once a promise, always a promise. He gave us his word. I'm pretty much expecting tacos there no matter what. I'm going to be pretty upset if they aren't. But regardless, Og looking for the back of the net harder than Max looking for tacos and almost getting it, but that top bar is doing the Lord's work. Unbelievable stop.
Wants the contract extension, man. He wants it.
USC gonna try to respond here on the offensive end. They got a whole lot of boost to work with, but Bala goes up in the air. He's gonna try to set up the team, but SJT is there in the middle of the field.
Cat's gonna set it up for the team. Og gonna push it forward, but it is gonna be demoed. A quick 2 versus 3. Numbers advantage is not going to pay off just yet. Bala trying to just get away from the bumping that South Carolina is doing. A quick little pass to nobody except the enemy. Bala is going to be knocked away from the dribble he was having. Shot on goal is going to be denied by Cats. And now the ball is in the backcourt of Charlotte. It is South Carolina starting to play. The ball is just bouncing. No one able to touch it for South Carolina. It's just chilling there, waiting for somebody to tap it in. A shot from range is going to go wide. Og trying to connect on it in any way that he can, but SJT just barely going to get denied by Bala there. And once again, a good save out of Charlotte to keep this game at 0-0.
Yeah, scoreless through 2 minutes, but here comes Cats. Unstoppable here against the Niners. Let's take a look at this one. He goes soaring for the 50-50, catches Bala off guard, and with an empty net, he's able to capitalize as the Gamecocks take the lead here in game number 3. The North Carolina-South Carolina rivalry heating up here on the C3 field here on this lovely Tuesday night. Talking about night, here comes an answer as UNCC is going to equalize us here in game 3.
You gotta love that for your morale, getting the quick response goal. You're not sitting in a deficit for too long. Gotta equalize 1-1. Knight not wanting to say die, wanting to keep themselves in this series. It's 1-1 overall in the series, 1-1 in the game, and so far I can't really tell who is ahead.
I'm just holding my breath. These players, I feel like out of nowhere, they're able to make some incredible things happen on the field. Knight's going to try to bring it up. SJT try to get on the defense off of the back wall. 2 USC defenders double commit to make sure that that one isn't going anywhere as they slam the ball on the backboard. Not a lot of boost here for USC. Both 2 players on empty. Cats and SJT looking for something. Can Og, you got 100 boost, man. You can't grab anything. SJT able to refill. And look at the shot because of it. What a goal here. Let's take a look at how that one happened here, Blake.
Yeah, it's going to be shot right into the corner, and SJT going to just boink it right into the bottom left.
Wow.
No way you're able to save that one. What a perfectly aimed shot. And South Carolina A little over 2 minutes to go. Up 2-1. Og gonna get demoed right off the rip, and Lazy gotta wait for his teammate a little bit. Ball gonna be shot up into the moon and right into the waiting hands of Bala.
Unbelievable. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. What a freaking play there, man. Again, UNCC. Instant answers. Game 3 has been bananas. Cats isn't too happy about that last goal here. He's gonna get the instant demo right out of the gate. UNCC looking for some more offense here. Let's see. It feels like they've just been managing to somehow catch USC off guard. And it's been the Gamecocks, I think, actually who've had the cleaner game so far with a lot of solid setups, a lot of passes, but the individual moments are what matters as Knight once again capitalizes on a crazy solo play. He's able to get past Cats and take the lead for the Niners.
The Niners, their first lead of the game, I believe. I
Yep,
believe they've always been down. And now this is their time to capitalize on it. Less than 2 minutes to go, less than 1:45 to go. But South Carolina keeping the pressure on. They have come back before. They are looking to try and do it again, looking to try and do something. SJT gonna knock it forward, trying to set it up for somebody. Cats trying to get a connector on it, but Bala gonna clear to the other side of the field. No one is able there to get it. It could be right into the waiting arms, but no, Lazy gonna knock it away. Cats once again trying to get something. Knight with an open goal, only one player.
No way.
Them gonna be centered.
Oh!
Just barely gonna be swatted away. But
Cats?
now it is an open goal for Charlotte. It's going to be cleared, but a demo onto Lazy, a 2v3. Can they capitalize? Charlotte has possession, so I don't believe so.
A huge demo?
Another demo onto Og,
Wow!
and the ball is gonna find the back of the net. The dagger for Bala.
Unbelievable. UNC Charlotte continue to capitalize on these moments of opportunity. Knight just seems to find it time and time again, continuing to pop off. He's got 2 goals on 4 shots with 4 saves. Unbelievable performance here for one of UNC Charlotte's stars.
What a game so far, and doing it when it matters, Mac Dewey, when it means something. This is very important for the overall. Og not caring. Og saying, "Shut up, Blake. You don't know what you're talking about. We still got a game on our hands." 27 seconds is more than enough time to get the kickoff and get a goal. So I am waiting with bated breath to see what will happen in the remainder of this game. Can Charlotte hold on for 30 seconds?
You know those roller coaster rides where you get the bar sort of locked in? I feel like that's what everyone's doing right here as the time winds down. Can USC find the equalizer, find the ability to tie? There's the demo Og needed. Can they find the shot? Bala on defense, I think, is gonna stop it as the ball hits the ground. UNC Charlotte take game 3, and Blake, they are on match point. What a performance. Knight, unbelievable. Bala coming up clutch as well. Lazy, looking a little lazy out here, but I know he's trying his best. It's a team effort out here.
It is a team effort, and you know, it's a team game. It is a team game. So some days you might do the absolute best on your team. Other days you might, you know, for lack of a better term, sandbag your team. But every now and again, you make those good performances, and it really matters. Every now and again, you are just trying not to, you know, it your team. I mean, it's a very blunt way of saying it, but you just got to play good enough that you are contributing some way. Because even though Lazy wasn't doing a whole lot, did have a save. So that one save is the difference between that game being a tie game and that game being a Charlotte win. So you look at it like that. Lazy did just enough to put his team ahead.
Let's see, UNC Charlotte on match point. USC with their back up against the wall. Can they stay in this series? Can they force a game number 5? A very close miss as Cats catches the top right corner of the blue goal. Back-to-back demos between a lot of squads. Unbelievable start here, and a shot. What was that? Like, let's take a look at this replay here. What an opportunity. Lazy somehow gets it to the middle of the field. SJT tries to knock Bala away, but he cannot be stopped.
Yeah, just bumps him a little bit into the ball and just gets right where you need to be if you are a Charlotte fan, and in the exact wrong place. And Bala, right off the kickoff, essentially says, "I'll take 2, please." Bags his brace.
I'll be honest, I feel like I'm supposed to have these songs disabled for the stream, but I'm just having such a good time with the Rick Astley, man. I can't help myself at this point. Like, UNCC, can they get the defense? Oh, what? No way! Unbelievable, USC! So unfortunate. How did that not go in? What?
Signed the goal to a lifetime contract. I'm telling you, he's been putting up numbers, Mac Dewey, and that right there is the only explanation you need.
How does USC recover from that? It comes down to the mental. They've been so strong. Og is definitely in a different car than he was earlier. I'm not saying that has a lot to do with it, but with this guy, it seems to be. Bala, what on earth happened here? Rick Astley, talk to me. Let's take a look at this one.
This is the Bala show, this game. 3 goals to 0. Bala single-handedly putting the Niners in his mine cart, wanting to take them down to victory, wanting to bounce back after that last match that they lost in South Carolina. Looking to try, they just won a series pretty convincingly against East Carolina. Now they are simply fighting for their life.
3 minutes left, still plenty of time left in the series. We know how swingy these games can be, but there's Lazy. Talk about an impact player with an impact play. Big save to prevent that goal from coming through. Lazy gonna continue holding down the fort here in the middle of the field. Cats looking for an opportunity. USC, they're starting to put their foot on the gas pedal. They don't have all the time in the world here to try to look for the comeback, but that ball's going. Knight, can he get back in time? Somehow does. Bala with the demo as well. Og looking to set up the team. Bala bringing the field up. I think this is advantage Niners. Ball goes relatively neutral position though. Lazy able to fill up the boost. Cats gets a big boost. Og as well, but look at Lazy. Who's gonna stop him? Unbelievable goal here.
Lazy was tired of us talking smack about his performance last game and said, "I want a goal. I want to get on the board." It's not just the Bala show this time around. Lazy put his mark on this game. It's a 4-0 lead for UNC Charlotte.
No way.
Mark,
no way.
I mean, it's
no way.
Oh.
It can't be.
Oh.
What on earth? UNC Charlotte has awoken. The Knights mom buff in the Twitch chat coming through has unlocked another level from this Niners team as they dominate here on match point.
I hate to say it, Mark, but it might be the car. You might be right. It's all changing his car. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't play Rocket League enough to really know how much it might change a man by changing his car, but apparently it's affecting Og and the entirety of the Gamecock squad so much. I mean, this is a complete change of the pace of the game since last game.
Let's see. A minute 40 into Dream. I feel like UNC Charlotte, they start going into just control the ball mode. There's a finite amount of time, and you need a hell of a lot of goals to try and turn this one around. Lazy gets the demo as he flies through the air. He's going to use that opportunity to fill up on the boost. USC trying to get this cleared out, trying to get things coming through. But their offense has been stifled with miracle save after miracle save as UNC Charlotte have pulled off one of the craziest games I think we've seen all season.
Yeah, I mean, if I am playing in the South Carolina squad, my morale is simply crushed. And I think the entire story of this game number 4 can be emulated in that goal teeter-tottering on the edge of the Charlotte goal, but SJT just getting a consolation goal with 37 seconds to go. I mean, yeah, you're on the board, but my friend, you need 4 more of those just to force overtime. It's looking pretty bleak.
Let's see, there's still time left on the clock, still fuel in the gas tank. Let's see what USC can do. UNCC just going to try to control things. A big demo there onto Lazy to maybe open things up, but Knight is there. And time continues to go down. 20 seconds for 4 goals seems a little bit of a stretch. I think the Niners have this one in the bag here. Blake Ogg's going to try to set it up in the middle of the field. But no one's there as the Lazy somehow shot up there for the demo. It's not too often you see a demo that high up on the field. GG's in the chat. And we'll end with the classic song as it was the Bala show here.
Wowie, zowie, oopie powie. That's all I gotta
Never
say.
gonna turn around and hurt you.
Wow. I mean, what a performance out of Charlotte in that last game. Bala playing like an absolute Bala. I mean, how else can you phrase it?
Yeah.
I mean, South Carolina, I mean, they played a really good series against Eastern Carolina University. They did the gentleman's sweep, man. They gave one game to the Pirates and then said, all right, we've had our fun. now we're gonna poo-poo on you. And now it was UNC Charlotte who said, all right, I mean, you guys can have one game as well, but we're gonna absolutely kill you in the last game. And 5-1, I mean, I don't think many can argue that's not a butchering of some kind.
Absolutely crazy performance here. I do think at the end of the day, the match we were all waiting for tonight absolutely delivered on the hype, on the excitement. Shout out to both teams for a solid night of competition. This is what we love to see here at C3. Huge appreciation to both squads. We're going to hop into a quick break and get ready for the post-game interview. Don't click out of that browser. We'll be right back. We're going to be talking tonight from UNC Charlotte right after the break. Hey everyone, welcome back to the C3 live stream. We appreciate everyone tuning in for tonight's triple header. Lots of exciting C3 action going on across the board tonight. Joining me for the post-game interview after our special match here on this Tuesday night, one of the studs from UNC Charlotte. Knight, thank you so much for joining me for the post-game interview.
Yeah, of course.
So big match here against one of the big rivals in the league. I feel like the North Carolina South Carolina rivalry running a little deep here, and you guys get a dub here against the Gamecocks after coming through on top of them in the LAN last spring, and here now getting a dub in the regular season. I know that's got to feel good, right?
Yeah, no, it feels amazing, especially with, a lot of the roster changes that both teams have had. The game, USC bringing on SJT as well as us bringing on Bala. It was like completely new expectations, both of us having basically new rosters. This game and, all the scrimmages we had before were kind of just like tests to that. So turned out really well tonight. Really liking the way our team looks.
Yeah, for sure. Talk to me a little bit. Now, we're kind of at the halfway point of the season, a little bit past it. LAN is on the horizon just a little bit as the regular season starts to kind of wind down. You've had some of your big matches, a slight loss to Lander, but able to make up for it against USC tonight. What are the team's hopes for the LAN outside of, coming out on top? I know you guys enjoy the LAN, especially after seeing how things turned out last season. So what are you guys looking forward to this year?
I think the biggest thing we're looking forward to is just, the competition. LANs are always fun. The environment is great.
Yeah.
The teams are, super fun to play against. I know for us, we got, a little bit of a younger team. Lazy's a sophomore, Ball's coming in as a freshman.
Wow.
So I would say
Nice.
the biggest thing for us is just, keeping our composure, not getting nervous, which we already, do a really good job at. We get along really great. LAN environments are where we flourish. So
yeah.
I mean, if anything, we're just super excited, especially coming off, winning C3 last season, getting our name, the first one on the trophy. It, high hopes for us. We're just coming in to play our game and, show out, with this new roster we have. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just super excited.
Very exciting. And are there any kind of traditions for the team? I feel like sometimes you kind of rely on what you guys practice or what you guys have a lot of times a lot of repetition with in sort of these stressful matches. What helps the team in some of these high stakes matches or even at LAN? What helps you guys flourish in those situations?
I mean, against tough teams like USC and even Lander we played today, they were really good. One of the best things we can kind of just do is keep our head. It's really easy to, for us to get down when we're, down a couple goals or down a game in the series. But universally, we're really good. For some reason, we always just lose the first game. Whenever we play matches, we just, for some reason, always go down the first game. And then after that, we either come back or we end up reverse sweeping.
Yeah.
So we're really used to being down and then coming back. So it started to just become like, all right, whatever. We just gotta, try and figure out how to, not go down early, because that just seems to be our biggest issue. Better than that, that's like, if anything, that's given us great repetition of just, focusing up and, having to come back in series like this. So yeah, I would say outside of that we're, we normally keep our heads and play our game, and that's how we pull out. So
very cool. Well, Knight, I appreciate you taking the time after the games. I know back-to-back matches, a little draining, but I appreciate you taking the time to join me on stream for the post-game interview. Before I let you go for the night, wanted to give you an opportunity for any shout-outs you wanted to give out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to start, my number one fan, you see her in the chat all the time. I got to shout out my mom. She comes to the LAN event. She's in the chat. She actually streams all our games now.
Oh,
so I don't even,
nice.
she is like the official UNC Charlotte streamer. So I don't
Yeah.
even have to stream. So just a big shout out to my mom for being like the #1 fan. Outside of that, shout out to my whole team. I love them. Bala, Lazy, Big Man, our coach, even Coolio. We're a family. So I really love how UNC Charlotte's brought me in over the course of last semester and now, and I'm so glad. I'm honored to be the captain. I'm really glad to have a team like this. I would never find anywhere else. So yeah, outside of that, that's all I got. Thank you so much.
Well, Knight, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Looking forward to seeing what UNC Charlotte can do throughout the rest of the season, and hopefully an exciting LAN performance on the horizon. Maybe as memorable as the last one. I certainly hope so. But without further ado, man, I'll let you go and relax the rest of the night, man. Hope you have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We will not disappoint.
That's going to do it for our stream. Shout out Coolio for gifting subs in the chat. Thank you, Knight, for that help as well. That is going to do it for the Tuesday triple header. Coolio, 10 subs. He is a man of his word. If you don't believe him about the subs, you're going to believe him when he gets the tacos out at the LAN event. We really appreciate all the support here for the C3 stream. Catch us next Tuesday for more exciting North Carolina and South Carolina Rocket League action. We hope to see you there. Until then, stay safe. Good night, everybody.
All right.